Bad TP, bad TP.
You know, I really don't like Dota.
Alright, that's a slur.
Is it?
It is now.
Did that go out on the stream?
Yeah.
Sick.
Wow.
Excellente.
Is that gonna be a soundboard?
I really don't like.
Yeah, I really don't like Dota.
Someone clip it. Where's Dota TV?
I'm gonna hate my voice.
Should be able to just pull the party, right?
I hope so.
Ish.
I don't know what I'm doing.
But right now, I don't. Are they in again?
We're casting comrades at golf, right?
Yeah, yeah, but I don't see them in again. But they're not. Also, it's not showing them as in a lobby. So they're probably like loading in right.
Instead, we will judge them on what they have in showcase.
Oh fuck! I'll be back in a sec.
Right now, I just threw up the 8032. I mean, season 8 graphics.
Bernie has a 9-game win streak on Clinks. Wait, what happened to what is happening with Bernie?
That Clinks hero seemed very strong.
Oh no, Bernie's recent matches hurt to look at.
Oh yeah, Bernie been going through it.
Oh no.
All sound fine. I'm gonna have to do some.
I love that emote. You hover over it and it says Sheepo ultra gay, all caps.
Not just gay.
Yes.
Yet I spectate my candela. I'll see.
Cannot live spectate a league game.
Oh, did you see a game? Oh, there we go.
Bring me in. Where are they?
Probably
Wait, you
just
can
like the
spectate?
What?
You're spectating? Do you watch in game just not live?
Yeah. Can't watch that.
I can't. It doesn't show any of them as in a lobby for me.
Wait, is Burrito on the team?
Did
Did
they
I
just
click the
kill the
wrong? Did I
lobby?
click the wrong team?
Oh.
You probably clicked on the wrong team. Did you click on this?
I may just be looking at the.
No,
Probably.
they just went back to menu.
Yeah.
I think they killed the lobby.
Don't worry, we'll cast from inside the lobby.
Well, don't
Mhm.
worry. No one can see how much I'm up because I am still showing the. Hear us talk about it being.
They get to hear about the mess up. They don't get to see it. Therefore, the mess up doesn't exist. By the way, Tom, what the hell was that screenshot of you being ancient?
So there's a bug where if you view someone else's profile and then sometimes it shows what the rank was.
Oh.
Michael's profile.
You know that's gonna incriminate you, right?
I was insanely impressed. I was like, holy hot shit, damn. Tom got so good over the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I went from Crusader 3 to Action 2 just like that.
I hopped on. I couldn't wait. It's this Crusader.
Yeah, no, it's just a visual bug. It was just kind of.
I may not know numbers, but the colors don't match.
Yeah, I was just like looking at my I was looking. Why the fuck does that say Ancient 2? Because I know I'm not Ancient 2. Like I like scrolled over to my MMR and I have 1.8k MMR. I was like, okay, something's wrong here.
The first
I bet you some spiteful team's gonna use that to incriminate you.
I mean,
Oh my God,
I'm
really-
reporting you to
spiteful-
the actual real mods right now.
if some
Yeah.
spiteful team uses that,
Come
to
on.
incriminate- if
Undisclosed
some
main.
spiteful team uses that to incriminate me, we'll just be able to trace back the leakers in Golf
Mhm.
Private. And
True.
No, we don't. What? There's no golf
What?
private.
Golf what?
We have full transparency here in golf
What
org.
the fuck is?
It's just golf,
I mean,
general, and golf.
Yeah.
Trevor live.
The first time I saw
Golf
that
anime,
bug,
though, which that's locked away for its own.
I looked at the other team and I saw that they were all Guardians. I was like, well, that's a matchmaking moment. Very cool. Is there... Am I nuts? Isn't there a player sheet somewhere? For AD2L, like containing data buffs of all players?
Somewhere.
It's probably in announcements.
I don't know. Well, the other funny thing is my Dota buff shows me at Arc 1, so I just don't know what's going on anywhere. Dota buff's just confused.
Oh, there's a roster list. That's right.
You can also
Poggers.
just
I haven't
go to
checked
AD2L and you can click on everyone.
What is this thing about Dota buff I'm hearing? Is it like it's tracking your unranked losses and wins?
Oh, I see. Samurai is now playing
I
in a
don't know.
tournament.
Dota buff shows me as Archon 1.
Bobs
and
in the
my
tournaments.
peak, I think my peak rank all time is Chris. I don't know what's up with that.
All right, your party
Your
leader.
party
So
leader, I
it's a
forgot.
live game.
All right, we're watching a game.
Game.
I forgot I
This
won't.
can't be it.
I'm not party leader.
You know, that would have made more sense making you part of leader, Mr. Stream Host.
You really don't.
This is Wildman. The Bell Delphine Pro. Got submissive and gankable.
Ooh woo.
Hold on, where is it?
I'm not loading.
Me neither.
It'll take a few minutes.
No. Oh, Jeremy, mute your soundboard.
Good call.
Yeah.
You got lucky with an uwu because I don't know.
Well, I will start spamming the microwave soundboard.
I'm not having sex with you right now, Walter.
You don't want me to play the microwave one. I thought it would just be a quiet one. It's way worse.
Everyone has their
Oh.
soundboard muted.
It's like obscenely loud.
I'm loaded in.
How much before?
Oh, they just started.
Well, yeah, I mean, it'll show it because we're watching on a 5-minute delay.
Yeah.
I'm
Comrades of Golf with a Doom ban.
We're not watching Comrades of Golf, you know that, right? We're watching
No.
Plinks of Golf.
No. Oops.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
wrong
that's
golf team.
Hey, yo.
I'm associates close enough, okay? Let's see, go to my Matthew.
Yeah, because I say I don't think you should be in yet. It should be a 5-minute delay from whenever the option came up. It doesn't.
Yes.
So. No, I
I
don't
just
want to.
I just say live
I don't
game.
know.
Do I say no?
Say no.
No,
You're
it's
already loading
fine.
in the one I'm trying to load.
It's just placeholder text.
Can you just promote me to party leader so that way next time this happens?
Yeah, let's make someone who's not intoxicated do it.
I'm personally enjoying. I have a vodka tonic that I threw some lime juice.
I'm just enjoying the moment way too much. Should I be sleepy? From the alcohol?
Oh my god, I've loaded in.
Yeah, but this is the wrong golf team.
Oh, am I in the wrong? Am I in Comrades of Golf?
Yeah.
Are we not
My
supposed to be
bad.
watching Comrades of Golf?
We're watching
Oh
Plinks of golf.
no! Oh, it happened again.
Damn it!
We
All
can
right.
Best
We-
cast.
we can cast 2 games in the same casting lobby.
All right.
I mean,
I
I'm
am
pretty
going
sure I
to
clicked the
watch.
right
I'm
one.
going to watch my good friend Rusty Shackleford.
I'm pretty sure I'm clicked on the right one, and I just haven't loaded it. Getting-
Very pretty cool.
Oh, I'm in.
Loaded. Players connecting.
There we go. We have Plinks of golf versus WAP with the Belle Delphine picture.
Yep.
And their banner is still shit. I hate Connor so much.
Why?
That's
Look at their
Shaq.
banner. It's
You have
just
one job.
awful.
What are you doing here?
It's
What-
such a
what is this?
bad banner.
What is this?
WAP banning to
Microsoft
win.
Paint bullshit.
Yeah. Alright, Wind Ranger ban. It's a good ban.
That is spirit.
Spirit Breaker gets the ban too. So we're banning all the meta picks right now.
Ah, I crashed out.
Excellent.
That's my Tom.
There you go.
I'll just watch some.
Alright, and the Void Spirit. So we got Universals and Spirit Break.
Dota 2 is a fun and balanced game. Dota 2 is a fun and balanced game.
So I guess what is it that caused Spirit Breaker to get tipped over the? Because like that hero, I feel like is either irrelevant or broken.
733C, he just got straight buffs on all 4 of his abilities.
I've been following at play like
Yeah, there's a... I don't think there's any real need to memorize the numbers, just know everything just got green numbers. Everything's got bigger numbers. Pango gets banned by playing, and then WAP locks in techies immediately.
surprised not to see pros hotly contested.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of heroes to be...
Oh yeah, 20
to prioritize the bans over in this meta.
cost. That moves. Slight decrease. Cash.
Link blocking the clink in return.
There's a lot of green. Oh, so we just picked the pause 4s.
Pause 4s, pause 5s, both of them can be
True.
flexed both ways,
They
if
can.
they're flexible enough.
I just tend to be more scared of both of these heroes as a pause forward, because a little bit of farm goes a long way. I think
True.
Techies
As the local
Dota
Plinks
2 is a fun
connoisseur,
balance
Plinks
game.
5 still
Dota
slaps
2 is a
ass.
fun and balanced game.
It's
Build on
so
Plinks 5.
whatever the hell you want.
Okay.
You go Solar Crest into whatever facilitates killing people. That could be Orchid, it could be Nullifier.
True, Plinks 5
Um,
is just a core in cosplay.
you're a poor core player, it doesn't matter. Kill them anyway.
Playing
There's nothing
fucking
more
End
I was
Madness,
playing mid
WAP,
Wyvern.
Underlord, return.
Playing mid Wyvern, and for like 20 minutes in the game, the greatest threat in the map was the pause sword.
That sounds accurate.
Scary how much you have to respect.
5 seconds remain.
Like, we'll see if WAP is able to deal with this Clinks, or if Clinks are gonna have free reign over the map. But judging from this so far, the only thing Clinks need to feed on is the techies, because Underlord is not that. Underlord's kind of hard to chunk through for a Clinks.
Gonna probably end up Crimson
Yeah.
Rug off.
yeah. I still
Coconut
think
band and a Slark band.
it's still a lot of damage.
So are these respect bands? Do we know?
10 seconds.
Everything looks like meta bands, except
Turn to ban.
Slark. I don't know who the Slark player would be on Team WAP.
Yeah, I think most of this just looks like respect bands. Or not respect bands, but just meta bands. I think I've been seeing
Yeah.
Slark on top of Dota 2 Protractor.
Ember band is kind of strange.
Dota 2 is a fun and balanced
Oh.
He's a Shamrock.
game. Dota
I've
2
been-
is a fun and balanced game.
10 seconds.
Shamrai is playing offlane. Yeah.
5 seconds.
Are you going to refuse them? Are you going to refuse some Ember
Oh
Spirit?
no, Slammin is standing in for
Radiance back.
what's his name? Arden?
Edge.
Yeah, well, it's normally it's
Yeah.
for Arden.
Okay.
Radiance turn to pick.
They finish out with the Link finishes out with a Pug band. They're just locking out 2 carries and then a mid,
There are
and
a
then
lot
one
of-
finishes with an Ursa. So they're trying to secure the lane for the Underlord with the Ursa band.
Remain. 5 seconds remain.
Okay, I asked this question from one of my teams earlier. If Tidehunter is watermelon, what fruit is Underlord? Like,
It's a durian.
He's a durian. Yeah, durian.
Stinky piece of shit.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. My team decided on Cantaloupe.
I mean, cantaloupe is.
I think it's for that's in this. It's in the right
I can
ballpark.
I can kind of see how you get to cantaloupe.
It's in the right hex area code,
Yeah.
but durian makes a lot more sense
I
with
like
the smell. No, you're not supposed to.
No, I'm saying
I've never-
I like it for.
Oh, I've never tried durian.
It smells rancid.
It doesn't taste bad,
Dying.
but it is hard to get past.
I think, it kind of the taste is definitely impacted by the smell.
Yeah.
But it is a tasty fruit.
It's very much an acquired taste, but it's like
Yeah.
it's been described as like pulled pork, and you don't
That's-
really like hearing that out of a fruit.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Do y'all?
not a lot of stun for Plinks' supports.
Yeah, this is kind of strange.
They're securing the lane with the Undying. I don't know where this Magnus is going, but if it's a Magnus Undying safe lane, then they pretty much secured it with the Undying lane into the Underlord.
Yeah, Rusty is a strong Undying player, and he will surely draft something that should work well with the
Dota 2
Undying.
is a fun and
But right
balanced
now,
game.
your only true catch you
Dota
have
2
is
is a fun and balanced
Magnus
game.
RP.
staying with. Yeah.
That's fine. Your
Just
Clinks
RP
can
or
just
Spurs.
go Hex.
True.
We're on the Underlord. This is a staple, classic.
So that means Techie's 5
No,
then?
it could definitely still be a Mirana.
True.
Yeah.
Both are
Swap either
flexible.
one, but it's most likely the support team.
10 seconds.
I do think Mirana Underlord is such a potent lane combo that you want to put them together all the time.
It is, but I think one of those by no means. I think I would hate laning techies. Just
Radiant's turn to pick.
Dragon Knight.
hey, we're
Are they BSJ enjoyers? BSJ has been talking about a Dragon Knight carry, and WAP might be trying to pull that out here.
so we have definitely two heroes who like
Bat Rider.
long sustained fights in the TK and the Underlord, and now you have a
Dota 2
Bat
is a
Rider.
fun
Yeah,
and
they're
balanced
trying to take these long.
Dota 2 is a fun and
Yeah, Bat Rider is no, Bat Rider's no longer about long fights that much. He's like okay at it, but this is gonna be Shamrai's here on the offlane for sure. Which means this is probably a pause 1 mag.
4 clean, and then 5 undying.
That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking.
It is a little hard to run mag against Underlord, but it's feasible.
I think it's fine with the universal change.
I think the Undying should do enough to secure like the first wave or two.
True.
And then a Mag is.
Yeah,
Well,
he will
Mag
have
and Underlord
it.
are both going to be relatively unfazed. They're both going to have 800 damage.
Yeah, Mag will have power to like catch back up with the damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely. It neutralizes the atrophy aura. Also, Skewer is a crazy spell in conjunction with Tombstone, in addition to Shockwave, of course. But you really do want Mirana to lane with Underlord so that she can hit the Tombstone.
WAP bans Lifestealer as the last ban, so they think this is the Mag mid. And Plink responds as a Quap ban.
I think the Lifestealer... It's like okay against Underlord and Mirana.
I definitely see the Timber Salt. They have a couple of heroes who threatened by that, and I think their damage is a little like you're not
The
going
damage is lacking. Yeah, they have a lot of CC though. Like
They do. They
if
have,
if Mirana were to get like a quick vessel, then you're not really that scared of Timber
yeah,
or really any of their heroes.
just the stun potential between has Dragon Tail, they have Arrow, they not stun but Pit of Malice, you have Blast Off. You're pretty much relying on some pretty long cooldown ultimate for playing.
Yeah. Yeah, Lasso's much shorter cooldown than it used to be. You can get that down to like a 30-second
Is that
cooldown.
short now?
When you get Octarine in 18, pretty much, and the talent.
I know it's been short. Oh, I didn't realize they dropped
Might
it.
even.
I didn't
it might
see that they
even be
dropped
lower.
it by 50 seconds.
Yes.
18? Holy.
He's such a good
missed
fight
that.
starter now as an offlaner.
They're
As
taking
a
their
Bat Rider
time.
player, how do you feel like Bat feels the universe?
Okay, this is a safe lane DK.
Interesting.
Or it's a Battle Fury Underlord.
I support that.
No, it's safe lane Dragon Knight, and he will go like the Bracer Midas into Manta build, the one that's like coined by BSJ.
But this storm, like, there isn't much control for it. It's really gonna boil down to Lasso. So it's a fun game to be a storm.
Chaos, you play Bat Rider. What do you think about that universal change? Wrapping back to that earlier question.
It doesn't affect that hero too much. Most people aren't getting like all set items. I've tried him as like a Manta hero because you can be a right clicker with the shard, but this
Dota 2
Vanguard Arcanes into Travels Blink is just so potent right now.
Yeah, that was actually that pub we played earlier was the first time playing offlane. I'm like, what if I just went Octarine? Built all these. That feels so good. I didn't realize how. Oh, I'm just going to buy all these things that are really nice early and break them all apart and build one big ass thing.
Yeah,
You
the
do
Rubik's Cube.
You do your Rubik's Cube, your gymnast routine, and you end up with an Octarine card.
Yeah.
Mhm. Now, what's their last pick going to be? Because they need some kind of CC in the mid lane, and a lot of Slam and Zeros are not here. A lot of mids are banned.
AM.
This
So
is
is this a
Magnus
mid mag? This is mid AM.
Slam and Magnus. Okay.
Okay.
so. Anti-Mage is interesting.
I don't think
I don't like it.
They don't have a ton of damage into the AM. Like they don't have like like a ton of physical damage coming out,
But they have
but
so
they have
much
a
control.
lot of control.
All of their heroes have stun. Storm will probably get Ags, and they'll do crazy teamfight shit. I'm not too worried if I'm Storm here. You have to, because you need to be lassoed for Animage to be that much of a threat until he has items.
I'm not a big fan of AM into the Underlord. You have a support there.
I really don't like anti-mage into techies because you have no way to block that stun or silence.
Yeah. And like the magic resist is okay, but you're not gonna block anything with your spell shield active. Underlord, like, just for the most part does not care with the items he's gonna get. Even if he runs out of mana, you're just not gonna do any damage to him.
Also,
And
I don't
Underlord
think
can just click you.
I don't think any of Techie's spells are targeted.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, so counter spell isn't really going to be helpful in lane, the active at least.
I mean,
It's
it's definitely a good have a shit. Sorry, go ahead.
It's like okay-ish against Storm.
Actually, it's
But they don't have lockdown, so the animation can actually hit him.
a very
5
good
wins in a row.
have a bunch of magic resistance. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
I feel like the lane will be challenging.
Yeah.
Also, will be just.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I am worried that what's the other team's name? WAP.
Wow.
WAP. I think
That's a
they're gonna hit a tempo where they just 5-man, and the Radiant can't do anything about it. Like, Mag wants some items before he comes online, and Mage takes longer. Batrider comes in line pretty early, but the heroes that he has to play with don't have
Alright, both
too much
teams up
damage.
to run each
and
other into
things.
the Dire jungle.
Definitely top lane here for.
Mhm.
What if there's
Yeah.
a ward down ahead of time just to catch the Blink coming in?
Oh, Plinks is in.
I do think this game basically boils down to
Plinks.
And then Cleans goes down
Dead.
first.
Yep, they're gonna find a techies as well, I think. Batrider should drop.
Some return kill. And the second one into the techies.
Alright, so I think we get 2 for 1, but giving up the first blood first. Fine with double. I say 2 for 1.
They're running back in. More kills. Rusty's gonna die as well. Oh wait, he has a lot of.
He has 32 strength stolen. He's
Rusty's
massive.
It's crazy.
Extra kill here.
He's diving for it. It should be a kill with one more DK.
Oh, should kill, yeah.
Oh,
This
now
damn close
3
kill.
health.
Yeah.
3 health on DK.
Scary for sure. DK is going for a Midas, so
Yeah,
his time won't be as fast as one might think. Oh wait, wait.
is
I'm
the-
arrow. Are they gonna arrow Rusty? Rana has decided to not.
No one's grabbed the bottom roof.
He's just gonna KMS himself under the tier 3.
Low tier god.
So everyone gets like 40 gold.
Everyone gets a nickel in their pocket. And Undying comes back with it.
Now this lane for Slammin', I feel like it should be pretty easy overall. Magnus does pretty well into melee heroes, and
Intimate
Storm is
dies.
effectively a melee hero. Does he have a TP? He does have a TP.
He does
Okay.
have a TP, but that's still.
Yeah, he had to wait a while for his Undying to appear because he was dying to tier 3. But
Yeah, I mean, it comes back.
not a bad start.
It did cost the Dire offlane a lot of reasons. Higher mana pool and health pool, pretty much, of the Lord, and then a good chunk on the second.
Yeah, Underlord's not going to care too much. He's going to get a lot of regen. He's just a little sad right now because all the stolen strength, but
He has his ring of health. He'll be happy.
He will be fine, but it does give the AM at least a creep wave or 2 of peace.
the regen is
able to
also
stop this.
extra effective when you have no health.
Look
So
at that health.
Underlord will cover a lot of health. I don't remember if you get the health back when it expires.
I don't think. Don't now. You keep saying percentage. Don't.
Yeah,
I think you
okay.
used to get the health back, and then Undying lost the health, and then that was like one of the big changes they patches ago.
Hello.
Hey, please.
Oh
Jax,
god,
you're
you
on
need
Twitch.
my assistance.
I do need your assistance. I'm 4 MMR from 6k.
Oh god.
That's why I need your assistance.
Alright, Tom, do you want to stream for Lulu?
I cannot. I could not get into the game.
Oh,
Sad.
I'm missing Plinks.
I don't have to watch.
You see the drop.
Yeah,
but
but
this
I will lose.
might be dead. Or no, he's
Tom will have to
definitely
watch
not.
the game.
Level 1 Firefly is
Thomas, can you
better than
stream or
used to be,
no?
but
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He pulls double tangos to the DK. Boggers.
What happened bottom? Why was there a tip? Golden Man Beats playing the snooze hero.
Alright, I will join you, Jax. Alright, good luck, guys.
Good luck with your game.
We'll
Thanks.
say this. Batrider, Firefly level 1, broken. You push the lane, you have your support pull the creeps back where it's at right now, and you just don't push the lane, and the lane is over.
It's yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't like DK going for treads before the Midas. He needs to get the Midas earlier just so he can get it online and start using
You
it.
should just go Magic Wand, Razor, Midas. Just that
Yeah.
immediately. Don't even build the boots until after you get the Midas.
the AM has queued up.
Oh, Vanguard himself?
I do think if you're against a
He wants
Clinks
to
and
cosplay the ball player.
Clinks and the Batrider, I do think you need the boots, but we'll see how this lane goes.
Alright, Jax,
I
let's
mean,
hop down one.
he just maxes his E, and then he should be fine in lane.
Probably.
I mean, if Batrider ever goes on him, he has a Techies who can blast off, and he also has Dragon Tail.
Rusty's diving with the Tombstone down. He's just chasing down the Underlord. He still has 1 decay left. Let's see if that's finishes him off.
Decay will definitely.
Kill him.
He's got the
Go.
kill.
Shit's-
Oh, and he's dead.
Oh, you're happy about that.
Dies, but still.
Meanwhile, Techies just farming underneath the tier 1.
Right, down we go.
Dota 2 is
I
a
got-
fun and balanced game.
Oh, is this Storm dead? No, he doesn't have a point in Skewer. I don't know how I feel about no points in Skewer if you're Mag here. If you hit level 6 and you don't have Skewer, it's hard to really use level 6. Also, Storm missing some very easy denies on range creeps. Like, if he had Skewer, he could actually just kill Storm right now, I feel. Like, look at that. He would be dead. He might actually still be dead.
Next shockwave. Is that kill the storm this burn? Damn close. No stick charges on the storm.
Yeah. I don't think he really needed 2 points in power. It's an interesting choice.
Not thriving right. Mag is on top.
You can kind of like deny under tower with the power, but like. Also, I don't like this Storm build. This is Blade of Attack and Sage's Mask. Like, ugh. I get like people take the Falcon Blade, but it takes such a long time to come online, and you have no real good stats.
Let's get the salve. But I mean, it's already still even after that salve. Last one was canceled out at half health, and this mag, yeah, missing mana, but have decent rooms. Samurai runs down the DK top. We'll probably.
What happened to the obs? What happened to the obs that Slimon had? Did he just get the knock? Oh no, he placed it behind a tower.
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice because now Storm is level 6 and does not care.
I think Storm at this point actually.
Like if you drop the obs with the right spots, you could just get the power rune, and instead Storm will just sip.
Half the man. At this point, I think as the mag, you have to be cautious.
Yeah.
Just a double damage storm. Although double damage storm is currently rotating towards top, probably just going to refill the bottom.
Yeah.
Farm with it, but. Stun? No.
Stupendous.
And
Mom?
Super shot finishing up the Vanguard. So now it can shrug off the technical ass. I think that's still one of those that. If you think they just drop Techie's right click damage back to like old Techie's levels where he like a wet noodle but from far away, that would the hero be fine still, or think it'd still be over?
Anti-Mage has his Vanguard. I didn't think that maybe this Anti-Mage can be more of an aggressor with this kind of draft.
You hear the question I just had?
What was the question?
I said,
Sorry.
do you think that Techie's? I feel like one of the strongest parts of Techie's right now, obviously giving him a stun, but just the fact that this hero has 700 attack range actually hits for damage now.
Yeah.
Like you think if they drop Techie's base damage back down to like kind of old-fashioned levels, here is tolerable, or do you think?
Not sure.
I think that brings him back in line a little bit. He's still probably a little overtuned. The
I think-
stun on blast off is rough.
I think that what makes the hero really broken is just reactive taser. Like, as a support, as a 5, it's very hard to kill this hero. Just from the fact that he's often gonna have mines nearby him. He has a pseudo escape with the blast off as well. It's not something that's very easily cancelable.
I just feel like this hero, what traditionally hits for like in the 30s, at this point in the game, when their damage item is a magic wand, it puts him hitting for 80 damage.
Okay, it's atrocious that Slayman does not have a point in his skewer.
That is kind of nuts.
This is actually bonkers. Like, there's no way that you can contest runes against Storm without a skewer.
Storm has an active regen rune and is moving towards
It's right bottom. Yeah.
There's not a lot to hit bottom.
Rusty's
and
gone.
AM is way under.
Anti-mages
Oh,
out as well. Yeah, they knew.
They have a hunch what's going on.
Did kill DK. It looks like they went a little deep for kill. Marana does find a return kill on Shamurai. And they're trying to Marana. They dropped a sentry. But,
I think.
Oh, it's gonna run out. No, it's not gonna be enough for the third soul rip.
If they still chase the right way,
Oh, he's just got back. He got the arcane boots, but did not want to.
AM dies by the way. Bottom.
Yeah, he died very deep in the jungle actually. You got the kill. Oh, Storm did. Okay, that makes sense. He just TV'd back.
Storm is pretty much out of mana. We'll get another partial bottle refill. AM is not doing great. Honestly, the lanes, everyone except the Magnus right now are not terrible, but a little less than you.
Yeah. Animage's farm is
okay.
I don't know. I feel like the people who have farmed their heroes that just it's almost impossible to deny them farm. Everyone else is just at reasonable levels of farm.
Where's Slam and Skewer into?
Hello, this is
Yeah. Oh, he has. Oh, I was looking top. But yeah, that is a skewer. But they find us a kill on Storm, which is quite good. He's actually the lowest net worth of the cores on his team, which is highly surprising. And Slayman will get a power right now.
I didn't actually realize with the last. I guess because the Bat's been getting kills. That the Bat would be doing.
Yeah, we have almost 20 kills already.
High octane. Okay. Team getting about a little under a little less than a kill a minute.
Yeah. Well, Underlord's just sitting here denying creeps. Has no mana, but also does not care about what is transpiring. DK is coming bot, he ults, so this tower is as good as gone.
Yeah.
It does not look like anyone else is starting. Oh, Mag is teleporting in. They see it because they have the obs on the cliff. They find Techies, who does not have a... Ooh.
There's no mana on this Underlord.
That is a RP, and it will result in a kill. And the only reason that was a kill is because Underlord had mana boots, so he had a mana pool. If he didn't have mana boots, that would not have happened. They also got the Marana.
Trading supports for your mid is, I don't know, really worth it when you have to commit RP.
They don't even get the tower. That's the biggest thing. They wanted a tower here, and that's the DK form use, where he could have been farming, he could have been getting that Midas, instead he was pushed away from a tower. Oh, it looks like Underlord could die. He does. This Undying hero just kind of owns Underlord for a while.
And maxed out Decay too.
Yep, 100% the right skill build. Soul Rip is no longer the oppressive force it used to be. It also lets you farm pretty decently on this hero with the Soul Rip.
Okay.
Yeah, Decay. A lot of damage to waves. It's gonna eat a lot of mana.
DK is backtracking for the Midas, but still about 300 gold off. 12 minutes. Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's not a great timing at all. Yeah, he is the most farmed core on his team, but
still a good bit
that's
below that.
a great thing.
Bat's doing very well.
Yeah.
Mag's not doing.
This hero farms pretty well. You take the tower and you farm every camp here. You live here because it's so hard to kill you.
This bat.
Let's have the Vanguard. Yes. That's the recipe on the courier, so yes. Also, Plinks is
Storm
bootless,
top.
but has Solar Crest now.
So the Stormer takes top. This bat
Did
doesn't
you
go
kill this
down
guy?
here.
Oh,
No stuns.
they used them already.
Oh, man.
He kicked out from the poison, but that was cool. Did he get his Octarine? No, he did not.
It's on the way.
Meanwhile, enemy's just going down bottom. He's stuck in the trap. Oh, he manages to blink out. The mines did not detonate in time. Rana trying to go for a kill. It's not working. However, Undyne is beating ass down here. Rusty's killing everything. Oh, they do kill the tombstone, so he will.
Rust will get another kill.
He gets her. Oh, Meg just
Okay.
gets a beautiful RP. Slayman's skewered into an arrow to keep Rusty alive, and then gets a huge RP.
And Rusty has a full mech.
Top lane, Shamrai's been gone on, but Storm ran out of mana to stun. He's he.
But it's not actually good. It's still missing the energy, so not quite ready. But it should be as is. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And there is Rubik's Cube complete.
He,
It is.
oh, he made. I don't know why he bought the Octarine first then. The recipe.
Probably had it
Interesting.
shipping off by shop or.
DK going for Manta now.
I don't know. I fully understand why. There's a whole bunch of value items, a whole bunch of stats. I'm great about it, but inventories look so goofy. Like,
Dude, Rusty's a level up on this Underlord.
no, like Rusty. Like if you look at how farmed Rusty is.
Yeah. Undyne, sorry.
Undying has more net worth than the Storm Spirit.
Yeah. This hero is very solid right now if you can keep up the tempo. You get an early lead and then you become kind of like, oh, Irok is gonna die here. Almost. You got a few hits on... Oh. Irok is getting the Radiance.
That extra 7 armor from that Spark of Courage coming in handy.
Yeah, it did. A whiffed blast off, Techie's now dies.
There's a full solar press done on the Clinks. So the Clinks now also passes the Storm Spirit in that.
It's a 6K.
I feel like this game
this-
didn't. It hasn't felt like it's been doing anything that crazy, but Clinks are pulling away pretty damn fast.
Yeah, they're going on heroes that they can't kill. Earlier when they were hunting anti-mage, that was like good. But they have a lot of stun, but they're not using them together, nor on the right heroes.
I'm very concerned about the Storm Spirit.
Yeah. Like this Underlord is super poor, and they needed him to be like their mainstay. Playing the map with Fiend's Gate, which they haven't used once.
And opting for the mixed build, not having the Firestorm.
Yeah.
Surprising.
Like the only really questionable play for Plinks is that Anti-Mage is getting a Radiance.
Oh.
I don't know what that does.
Like, what does a Radiance this game offer that?
The Battle Fury wouldn't.
Yeah, especially like a Battle Fury.
Like, there's a mentality of getting Battle Fury when you already have a mag is not good, but I don't think that's true.
I don't
You get
say that, but it's like this mag is your pause too. It's not gonna be following around your AM and powering him that often. We'll do it whenever it's convenient. How long does the power last? 35 seconds? So
I don't know.
You'll probably be empowered only at 5.
Like the only cool thing about it is later you can't. No, right, that doesn't make sense.
His Bat Rider's taking a lot of damage. His mag does go down first, actually.
That's a big kill.
What? That Fiend's Gate.
The Lord Fiend's Gated to. Yeah, I guess they use it once finally.
I don't know.
Like the only really cool thing about the Radiance is that it helps nullify a lot of the damage reduction that comes out from Underlord, but you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, this Storm Spirit needs to be cautious. A couple minutes. A good chunk of the way in towards the Orchid.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not going to be a BKB opting to go for the Witchblade second item. There won't be any sort of... Well, this Clinks is
Oh.
into the Storm.
This arrow will not land. They need to throw that in advance. Bad coordination there. DK is down here. I just realized that they haven't taken this tier 1.
Oh, this tier 1. I'm surprised this tier 1's
Oh, this DK is very dead. RP used. That's the carry. You can't be like in a bad position as a DK in this game, and he goes down. Marana has 3 charges. Will she use all of them? Or will they turn on this Underlord, who is the same level as Marana? His Techies is also level 7. I was not expecting this. It seems like...
Pulse Core did 1,000 damage in that fight, by the way.
Yeah.
Plinks.
Yep. WAP are just not utilizing their heroes very effectively. They could have been 4-man deathballing, but with the Underlord having a bad start, it's very hard to do that.
And the AM is now committed to the Radiance, has a Sacred Relic in it.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like Battle Fury is just way better here. The fun thing about Radiance is you can get all the components from the secret shop, which you're probably going to be playing around a lot if you have a Vanguard.
Radiance now all secret shop? Has it always been all secret shop?
It used to be a recipe instead of a talisman.
Yeah.
Top lane, never mind.
Oh, this is Shamrock.
Away.
He is fast. Oh, they don't catch. Oh, he almost walked into the
Has another
He'll
Firefly.
fine. He is looking. Oh, they got vision. They find him.
Right, never mind.
Yeah.
Catch the bat. It's a lot of rotation, a lot of time.
Yeah.
But also, to be fair, Radiant was kind of reacting to it too, and they're not going to be able to
Yeah.
much of a return. So
In the meantime, their tier 2 is being pushed. Bottom. It didn't seem like the net worth really swung that much.
it was about a 1k in the favor of WAP.
Yeah.
But
And they're now
for a
smoked.
while.
Underlord. Oh, smoke breaks on Clinks. He know. Oh, this is a good combo. This is a great kill on the
They
Clinks.
get him,
Yep.
but they lose some
They
mana
did
at the same time.
Marana.
And it's sort of no
Magnus
mana.
has.
Magnus
Yes. He does, as well as RP. But I don't.
Oh,
We'll have enough damage. Techies is not using Blast Off. Okay, he uses it. Not much damage. But Storm does not have any more mana to dump damage with. They might still find this Mag Blink coming off cooldown in a second. Oh, he's. Oh,
blinked
he
that
blinked
way?
out to the. He could have gone out scot-free there. That's a bad move. Rusty's here, does not care, digs up a bounty rune in front of 3 heroes.
I love how Rusty is just pause 5. I see
This
5
is a-
enemies and they smoke right in
That's a
front of
smoke
Rusty.
that pops immediately. This is very swagger pause 5 when you're this far ahead.
There's no 2 for 15. Going on the AM to start.
Yeah. Blast Off misses everything. They do kill Rusty, which is arguably the better kill.
Yeah, and if you didn't kill Rusty there, he had Glimmer up, had 10 stick charges, next was coming off cooldown in a second.
Oh, really? Almost died. Yeah. DK did a lot of damage there.
They could probably get this mid tower, although this Bat Rider is definitely something to be worried about.
I keep forgetting Breathe Fire applying the corrosive breath is pretty cool. Magus here blinked in, just to remind people he has it. I guess actually Radiance is very cool against Storm because Storm relies pretty heavily on getting right clicks in to have damage on his opponents.
I know, like the whole philosophy has changed. It's one of those I tend to favor and take all more fight through. Don't want to hit or have a hard time.
Well, I don't think that's ever why Animage gets it. It's entirely for farming, really.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, this is interesting. They do find the kill, but I believe Meg also kills everyone else. He might. They managed to kill mine. No, he's pretty much out. Ooh, gets away with the spell. Storm is very dead though. Miranda has plenty left, but is revealed and is dead. A very costly fight. Animage dies early. Yeah.
I was going to ask, Undying's Flesh Golem play?
Yep. So Yeah, you did kill the carry for Plinks of Golf, however,
I think this
you
AM
have
is,
2 cores, arguably 4 other cores with Undyne and Clinks' net worth.
I think this AM is honestly less important than the mag, bat, and Undyne.
Yeah, for sure. Right now, the only real cores on Team WAP is the DK. The Underlord melts to their team with his current items and XP. Same deal with Storm. We were thinking earlier Storm would be unkillable because they didn't have catch, but
Storm has to
they also
his
don't
entire
have
mana
damage.
Pool. Yeah, so
Yeah.
his entire mana pool to try to kill a hero and catch it, can't walk away.
Yeah. Yeah, you just let your anti-mage die, who you last picked, and then everything else is fine. And all 4 heroes are scouted by skeletons because Clinks is a balanced hero. Clinks is also not far off of an Orchid, which makes Storm's life much worse. And he's not going to have a BKB for some time.
How is this Undying have so much?
Surviving fights. Storm is
5-3-13.
4 net worth.
Oh.
That's
a good pickup in the growth, by the way.
Yeah, I think the Storm needed to play much greedier. He played much more active against a team that he didn't need to.
If his Clinks had 75 more gold, I think legitimately just fill
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, if there were a couple of plays where like Techies and Underlord would run around and try to do something, but if you're gonna make plays against Plinks of Golf, you needed to bring 4 heroes in the early game. Just have your Storm lead with Arrow. I didn't see that happen a single time. Storm would like go in with 1 other hero, and they didn't have enough damage. Alright, so basically a 5v5 encounter here. Oh, they're gonna find a Juicy Panda? No.
Big
Felix.
Taki's
Very
goes down
big solver.
very quickly. Don't think
And-
they'll be able
and
to catch
mech.
anything else. Or they may be posturing up.
Yeah. Mag is hitting the top tier 2 now. Gets a lot of farm along the way. Storm trying to recover some mana. Still doesn't even have a Kaya at 25.
Yeah, and then going Kaya and BKB. It is still one of those games that buying that BKB kind of have to, but even doing that, it doesn't feel great playing it at RP. And
Oh,
passive
definitely
mode.
not.
There's a lot of
I
stuff
mean-
that does not care.
If you are getting RP to Storms, you're not playing a hero right. Because... I don't know.
Why do you think? Oh, the Orchid is complete. The DK goes down. I think
Okay, that's your only core is dead.
Carry DK.
Yep.
I want to see the fight recap once again. Pause for bottom 3 net worth hero. 1500 damage.
Yep.
The most there.
Has 2 really big items. Yeah, he's bottom 3, but
They're impactful.
super high impact. Yeah, you don't need anything else.
4 Clinks is stupid.
Yep.
I'm glad that I'm adding insightful commentary.
And also, your Plinks now has an Orbital Corrosion too, so even more minus on top of it.
Mirana has Guardian Greaves, but hasn't really been playing with the team.
The Lord Lotus.
The
Pipe. Mirana's in a. Wait, the Mirana popped the Greaves. Gets out barely. The Greaves. Popping the Greaves are actually kept him alive.
one interesting thing is that Techies is very close to having Ags. Wait,
I haven't.
no.
I mean, I haven't seen Techies.
Wait. What? I'm so confused. He was about to finish his Ags, and then he bought a medallion.
That is weird.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, actually. Wait.
What?
He finished. No. That is
No, he just bought a medallion when he
fine
could
at the
just
last minute. That's weird.
It's so strange.
Very odd.
I mean, the axe. I thought I was going to make the point of it's very cool because
Rusty has walked through the wrong neighborhood.
he has come to the wrong neighborhood. They're gonna try to Roche. I don't know if they have the damage for this. Oh, that's why he bought the mid alley. He's like, we're gonna get a kill and we're gonna Roche. Thinking,
3 steps ahead.
yeah. But
But
I don't think. I don't know if they have the damage.
Not presently have them dally on the roof though, so.
They have to play safe because they don't see heroes.
Yeah, I couldn't even
Blink,
take out half the health. And there's a shield rune on this Bat Rider.
Yeah, he just
Hard
walked
kill.
to mines in the Lincoln's as well. Oh.
Lincoln shield rune, good luck.
You actually can't kill this Bat Rider until you have a lot more items on the heroes.
But doesn't have a way to get out. No blinker.
They could just turn in Roche if they wanted. They didn't see how much health it had. Oh, Lotus? That's the second item on Underlord. It's a good one, too. Oh, there's the RP. Anti-Mage is in. They skewered all the heroes away from Anti-Mage.
The storm
Which
jumps in.
is-
This mag is dropping?
Oh,
Oh, big also there.
yep. DK has no Manta. He will drop. They still have Mana Void available, which they could just use on Techs for the kill.
God.
Just Mana Void him. What? Why are you deciding not to? Whatever.
I think this may just convert. The Underlord's still alive, so it is your primary high ground hero, but definitely can't hold this.
I think this converts to a
I think it's a tier 3
good
interact.
next.
It's not a full interact.
This is a 20k network lead for the heroes that scale way better.
I forget how much building damage Plinks does. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of silly on your pause for.
Well, I don't want to. Rather difficult.
This game is lost.
I think this game has been over for about 5 minutes.
I think longer.
I think it's been trending that way. I think it's like this would be pretty good throw.
Though, yeah, it would be on Plinks of Golf to lose. And what's interesting is it would not have mattered what they last picked. Because, I mean, Inmage, he did stuff, but any other hero could have, like,
I will say,
done just as much.
Never mind.
No. They, like, with Lincoln's, this hero's, like, nigh impossible to kill.
Nearly 3k health. 3k health, 20 armor.
They should find Rusty here. They dump a lot of stun, full flame break, but yeah, they did what they should have been doing for the last 20 minutes.
You can tell how confident Plinks are. The fact that the Bat's still playing here. Could have gotten out of town a long time ago. Actually,
Mag pick someone off. They can't follow up with a bunch of stuns. Techies blast off canceled. However, they do find Juicy Panda. Mega is on cooldown. He does have a haste rune. He might still find a jump. It's canceled by
Yep, Mana Void canceled.
some stuff. And they're gonna kill Marana. Yep, and okay. TK may be able to get out because the other heroes are far. Mega's
I don't know.
not gonna be enough. Maybe if they find a bash, but this DK is very fast. Dropped breathe fire for some reason.
Yeah, but now
It's Jover. Has Mana Void, isn't using it.
Yeah, it doesn't have Mana Void.
Away from Anti-Mage. Oh, I clicked on illusion.
Yeah, so I used Mana Void
I
to kill
don't
the
like
Storm
that.
earlier.
Well,
Iraq with the micro illusion micro. They're tanking the tower, doing the...
Why are they not calling the game? I see some game is hard ally chat. Maybe they just don't know how much of a net worth lead this other team has.
Mega creeps.
Very close.
Well, Am is finally #1 net. Never mind. Was #1 net worth for a brief moment.
Yeah. Competing against the Mag is hard. Techie still does not have the Ags because he bought a Medallion of Courage for some reason. I think the Ags is a really cool item against this team. It's actually persistent damage against Bat Rider, makes it very hard to play Magnus.
It's really a fuck you can't fight here button.
Yeah, like it's against Anti-Mage, it's whatever. It's very good against Plinks. If Plinks walks through that, he's gonna eat a lot of damage.
Dota 2 is a fun and balanced game.
Meanwhile, Radiant are going to try to Roche, which they will do pretty effectively. Undying, cool hero against Roche.
It turns out just.
Oh, Midnight? Are they going on this guy?
Looks like
He's
they're
very
try-
fast.
Oh,
There's
and
a
the
under.
Underlord put behind, but there's.
Yeah, but okay. If they can get a storm stun, he's almost out of mana.
Oh, but actually misses.
Oh, the arrow whiffs, but it's gonna be
Still goes
enough.
down, but have to fight her rotation while the AM is still getting.
Yep.
Aegis. So it's
Techies lost his courier. He should run to the other secret shop, I feel, and TP back.
like that's still worthwhile, obviously, to go for. It's actually.
Dude, Techies, go to the other secret shop. Run, brother.
600 plus 1,200 gold for killing that Bat Rider, by the way.
It's a lot of gold.
Big boy.
And another
There's
Tormentor.
Stealing Tormentor.
I mean, Fog is still up 28k
28,
net
yeah.
worth.
No,
Yeah.
that was a good pickoff, but I don't think it's enough.
No.
Mag got his shard. Which one is that? Oh, it buffs Shockwave.
Mag,
It's
I
okay.
said match.
Oh, Animage going in, finds it quick and easy. Nope, not. He doesn't find the kill. Because he opted to use the Manta to save himself. There's a minefield sign down. That's if anyone really runs all the way back. Yeah. Which is probably where you want it. That's one of the most arrows of all time. No Manta on Animage, but he's just sitting there tanking it because he hasn't Undying behind. They reflect the stun. They didn't trigger the minefield sign yet.
Yeah.
Last off, manages to stun up this Animage who is gonna be.
Honestly, Minefield
that's
is
just
activated.
so.
I'm surprised the
Alright,
Minefield got on. What's the range?
slam skewers into the fountain. He saved the Techies.
Magnus
Buyback.
Oh, they activated
Yeah.
Minefield, finally.
Alright, and Simon is
Yeah.
walking around it. He's realized.
Oh, wait a minute. I probably
Also
should
just walking through it.
Dota 2 is a fun and balanced game.
And that's GG.
There's just a 39k net worth though.
This, yeah, 40k. That's a rough one.
I still can't say I'm a big fan of the AM pick, and I don't think the AM actually was really that much of a factor.
It did not really do much
I
anything.
think Plinks just played the map better and came out on top.
Typical AM game when your team's ahead.
I think they could have picked a Dusa with phylactery Ags, and it would have had about as much effect. Actually, no, that would be a lot better.
That's not even better.
Yeah, but like Irok, he played well. It was just kind of
that's no flame to Arrow.
weird choices. Yeah.
I
It's an
don't think
interesting
the AM
draft.
was a major factor there. I think it was. I think Rusty's Undying at
Yes.
20 minutes in the game, being a fourth core while the Storm Spirit was demoted to the support level, was pretty painful to deal with.
I definitely think that the reason the game went the way it did was not primarily because of what Plinks did. Like, they all played well, but WAP, they did not utilize their heroes properly. They just needed... They have a stun on every hero. You just have 3 heroes walk together, and you should do fine, because they were able to get some key pickoffs, like on Rusty a bunch of times. If they were stay together, kept tabs on where Clinks was with some deep vision, and walked this 3, they could have done a lot more.
I would have definitely liked to see Storm Spirit prize their own.
Yeah, there were a lot of gank attempts where he was just going with +1, and it won't be enough.
They
Like, you're against... Jeez.
like that Storm was bottom 4 network.
Yeah.
That's
And that's against... That's, like, lower than an Underlord who got ultra shafted in lane.
or technically, but
Sort of.
quickly afterward had it.
That tier 1 tower lasted for 18 minutes. I don't think you ever win your lane as an offlaner if you don't take that tower.
True.
That's true.
It was ahead in goal.
Yeah. That's more anti-mage get bullied kind of deal. Also, that weird death bottom. I think that had more to do with Rusty trying to to the lane late. Did Animage die twice in the early game?
At least. Died before the Undying even got to lane.
Oh yeah, I can't remember if he died at before the horn. No, he wasn't at the rune fight, was he? Remember. All right, I'm gonna go grab a beer. I'll be right back. Gonna get a directed cam.
I got some nice Maker's Mark.
Nice. I should get stuff that's not beer. Scion reminded me that sake is good.
I like drinking.
Quite decent.
Decent beer's good. I like drinking decent whiskey neat. Maker's 46, whatever limited, and it's nice sipper.
The thing is, I'm always a sucker for like novelty and promotional stuff, but a lot of promotional beers just suck ass.
Yeah, I just try and find whatever like local distilleries doing or breweries doing something interesting.
I like honey ales; those are cool. The one I got was Samuel Adams, like that has like lemon puree in it, which is interesting.
I like it. Stuff most of the time. It's usually pretty easily drinkable, pretty decent.
Also, it's in Boston, so like you have to say it's good.
Yeah. I mean, there's some Sam stuff I don't like, but there's lots of decent Sam stuff nearby.
Yeah, I need to keep reminding myself that anytime I want to get beer, I should just get cider instead.
Cider's also always pretty cool.
Oh yeah. All right.
Sounds good.
The two chatters I've had, Flipward, Edge.
All right, I will keep everybody wildly entertained the whole time by sitting here and probably not talking.
All right. Is my mic on? Damn it.
Yes, your mic is on.
Headset on. Dubu, you have your soundboard muted, right?
Dubu is gone.
Okay. Tom, do you mind if I violate your eardrums just to show you how bad it could have been if Dubu had left the soundboard on?
It's fine. You're welcome to violate my eardrums.
Lulu, are you welcome?
What?
If I violate your eardrums real quick.
Sure.
Are you certain? Okay, he deafened.
Oh yeah, you played this before. I've heard this before.
It's so bad, actually.
It is.
It's not at all what I had expected. Your soundboard was muted, right? Good. There were some slurs in that one. JK.
No, it just
Ladies and
murders
gentlemen,
your
you have
views.
not one, but two AD2L community moderators in this three-person cast.
There's another quote from that movie in there that I will not.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Walter.
Dota 2 is a fun and balanced game. Dota 2 is a fun and balanced
Every now and then
game.
someone puts voice lines, just, I can't voice lines without actively hear the chat. I think soundboard happening.
I think that game was summed up by gonna cast spells.
Yeah.
Gonna cast spells.
And I'm just gonna watch you die. Alright.
Same universe.
Let's change. Clinks And Techies unbanned again. Matt's not going to play the same hero twice. Instead, he's going to play Techies, which I think may be even more fearsome than his Clinks. I get why I think the Void Spirit ban. I don't think you first phase ban the hero. I think Wind Ranger first phase ban is fine.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I understand. I would favor still banning the thing.
I do think that with the number of just super oppressive heroes in this meta right now, that having first pick is always the best, pretty much.
What are the stats right now in terms of Radiant? Top of your head?
I think Radiant is faring better.
Because I know
I could be wrong.
I know prior to Big Patch, especially before they reworked that little area by Roche Pit, Old Roche Pit, that Dire was like historically the first time Dire was like.
Dire had been dominant for a while.
Well, it had been, but it also was like Radiant. I feel like has been the primary third side for 90% of. Usually only by a few.
Yeah. There's no longer like a distinct Roche advantage, but I think Radiant's jungle I think is a little easier to farm. Before the real.
Sorry, go ahead.
So the Dire jungle used to be much more advantageous for farming as a carry because camps are pretty close together. They're much more spaced out now.
I will say I disagree a little bit with the that while now I think that it's a little bit more obviously bounces back and forth. Not one team depends on the time of day.
Yeah.
Team has more advantage than having the outpost can't. But I think I don't think I'm a big fan of the Roche drop changing. Like Ags versus Refresher Shard is a pretty big difference. There's some games the Refresher Shard's insane, but I feel like the Ags on average.
I'd be inclined to agree, but it's not closer for one team or the other.
No,
yeah, there's the outpost you can TP to, but you can't quickly rally to an outpost at all.
True, but it is still like no matter what, you have a way to get. Like if no team is doing Roche, like it's harder to contest. You can't reactionary team.
Yeah.
But you will always have a way to get to them.
Yeah, at max, there's like one person that will have an advantage in getting to the Roche pit. I can see that.
Well, I think if both teams have a fight mid lane, or like whatever. Especially I think the main thing is with you're fighting around the pit, and then you have the buyback.
I'm surprised I'm not seeing more Templar Assassin on this new map. Chaps are very, very strong. Either with controlling Roche, controlling the Twin Gates. Yeah. It's
time around. Surprised it honestly lasted through the second phase of ban.
It's pretty good against Wyvern. You don't know if this is a core. I'm guessing it is.
I would hazard to say it's probably mid.
It could be.
I'm not usually the big. I'm not Wyvern support. I usually like a more defined like.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a core. It's good against Mag, for the most part, as long as you're not the one getting hooked skewered.
Because Wyvern's definitely one of the heroes that benefit some of the most from changes. That hero used to like hit for like 42 base damage mid with like some of the worst projectile speed, pretty bad range. I hit for 58.
It's still rough though early on. I think it's difficult to find farm on this hero without expending tremendous amounts of mana.
No, it's
but
still not easy, but being able to very easily have 20 extra base damage, I think helps tremendously. And a lot of the items that I kind of like on that hero just now.
Yeah, Pike is great, Ado's great, Ags is slightly better too.
Yeah, I feel like it's just one of those that like every aspect of the hero likes you.
Speaking of universal flappy hero, oh, the other thing, I don't know why Wyvern's a universal hero. That
Yeah,
doesn't make sense to me.
That's weird.
There's some
Or
other-
is I like reading books.
Yeah, there's a couple other ones that I thought were
Mhm.
kind of odd, but like Wyverns, I think.
Phoenix is interesting. This it's very easy to give Rubik egg. If the Rubik is being very attentive to it.
I mean,
Ooh.
Fire Spirits is like,
It is fairly fast, but
and also if you have the shard, then you just cast.
yeah, that's true. That's right.
I feel like Supernova is one of the hardest spells.
A lot of big team fight for Plinks right now.
Yeah, their team fights actually like you just push.
Faces fight.
If you just push one button and the other, and then you have a third one underneath. I don't
Yeah.
care which one you're pushing.
Dota 2 is a
'Cause-
fun
Yeah, they have so much damage for Chrono.
And I also like the Wyvern Phoenix there a lot because if you just pop Supernova, if you don't have like really back range heroes, which right now, WAP still doesn't have a hero who wants to hit the egg. Like your best
No.
egg hitter is Magnus.
Yeah, it's pretty rough for them.
I kind of like the Skywrath pick. It's strong against Wyvern. You ever cold embrace someone, you effectively kill them.
I think it's still against Void, and I still like the silence.
It's very good against Void.
I'm a huge Skywrath fan. My second most played.
Yeah, I think Silencer could have been better. If I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, I think I agree because that also offers a lot of counter team fight.
And really, Plinks rely so heavily on using their ults effectively. If you global and Faceless Boy doesn't commit his BKB or Manta to go in and fight during the duration of the global, you're kind of fucked. But Skywrath goes well with a lot of lane partners.
And WAP's pick off right now, assuming that you have like the Harpoon, you have Spirit Breaker, you have Skywrath, you have, like their pick off is really. But I don't know how you go toe to toe with Winter's Curse, Chronosphere. So I think you just have to like try to avoid that type of fight, or take them while you have buybacks and Aegis, and then just.
They also have 2 melee cores versus Wyvern, Void, and Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like, they'll blow the fuck up out of anyone who's not grouped. But,
yeah, but
that's what they should have been doing last game, and they didn't do it.
Like, I'm very concerned about, like, as the later this game goes, the more impactful that, oh, I have 3 giant AoE title to count.
Might be a weird take, but I kind of would like to see Lena for WAP.
That is... It checks a lot of boxes, but that hero I haven't really seen since.
Yeah.
They just, took, what, 80 attack speed out of her kit?
Yeah.
It's, I remember people were like, this isn't enough. I'm like, that's 80 attack speed.
Yeah, I haven't seen it picked in a long time.
If they want to work on bursting people, eliminating the team fight, and it does die to Void. That's a problem. But the idea is that you take out Void, you take out Wyvern.
You can still go a more magic oriented build and still be the egg.
Yeah. Exactly.
That I feel like you could maybe see like a sniper or something too. I feel like you need a ranged hero.
Sniper, yeah, you absolutely do. If you pick a melee mid here, it's fucking curtains. Assuming that the
could you run the
Magnus
mag
is a
off
sick
lane
flame.
and the Spirit mid, Spirit Breaker mid? Have one pick here, or basically you could run this. You could run Spirit Breaker mag, some combination.
Yeah. They're eating up a lot of reserve time on this final ban. They ban Invoker, which is strange. Are they contemplating a Medusa?
I mean, that does still give them an egg hitter. That gives them a big fuck your giant team fight if you get zone gate. for everything.
If Void uses Chrono during a Stone Gaze, he's just not gonna really kill too much.
Hero who can hit egg, it's not going to get eviscerate, but I think
Dota
there's
2
still
is a
enough
fun and balanced
control, whatnot.
Dota 2 is a fun and balanced game.
Yeah, but it gives him a tower hitter.
But yeah, they need a tower hitter, and I think they need a front line. I don't think you want this mag to
I think the Dusa would be pretty good. You have her just walk up the high ground, hit the tower, provide vision, and then Mag Spirit Breaker can do something and make it very hard to start fights.
I definitely think you want the hero that...
In the spirit.
Oh, so it was an offlane wyvern?
Yep. Jeff has been trying out this hero a bunch.
Offlane wyvern and wyvern.
Yeah. It also works. I think their plan is Plinks. Their plan is to 3-4 first phase every time.
I kind of actually, I think I'm on board with this ABBA pick. It's not the Medusa, but it checks a lot of the same boxes of a front lane hero to go up and give, and it's not going to just get absolutely destroyed by like one. They're going to have to blow probably a couple big spells. Just I do think the ABBA, they're on a really hard time breaking. Like, actually, I don't know how they ever break it.
ABBA has a lot of attack speed.
No,
he
does,
can beat the hitter if
like,
he isn't
combo,
chronoed.
You can combo, like, you pop egg, and then you have either curse, or you have better chrono.
Yeah, I really feel like they needed a range. But ABBA is solid against Ember, for the most part. It
checks every box except the range part.
Yeah. Now, it is scary to be cursed standing next to Abaddon. Like, you are going to just fucking die.
I think the Spirit Breaker needs to put in a lot of work. Find this wyvern.
Yeah, this is a pause 3 mag. I believe the Spirit Breaker's mid. Yeah, it's still like 3 melee against a lot of fuck melee heroes.
Yeah, I would not want. I would definitely rather have. But I do at least appreciate that with their last pick, they did address some of the problem. I still think that they don't have an ideal egg hitter, and they are going to have. The later this game goes, the bigger problem that becomes.
Yeah. I also think Irok has to be way more impactful on his hero this game, but it's not hard to pull off.
Yeah, I think it's...
that sounds really bad. That sounds like... I don't know. I think the barrier of, like, the floor for performing well on Void is easier just because of how good the hero is against their draft, but they also really need the chrono to keep the heroes alive.
Chrono is... Nothing against Irok's play last game. I think I agree. The Chronosphere is going to be a lot more important than the AM could have probably been most. The Chronosphere pulls a lot of this draft. So having a bad Chronosphere or getting picked off and not being off in the PC Panda is walking into a lot of heroes.
Oh
and the first hit bash. Who will the kill go to? The kill will go to Submissive and Gankable.
You've just achieved first blood.
Yep.
Thanks and have
fun. Opting for the Vanguard Rush on the mid.
Is that good?
Hey,
like, it does mean you ignore, like, a lot of what Ember does to you in lane.
The slight span, yeah, but I assume is what... Oh.
Yeah. What are the odds we see this Spirit Breaker get a Disperser? I think it's low, but it would be cool.
What is Diffusal plus what?
Demon Edge.
Yeah, I don't really know why this game particularly.
I think he wants Shadowblade into Octarine a lot.
Yeah, I think that's going to be much more.
He needs to be able to charge this Wyvern and blow her the fuck up.
No, that's the Spirit Breaker's job is to find Wyvern or potentially like a Phoenix. I think Wyvern is. If you go on the Wyvern, Wyvern can't save herself.
Not until she has a Pike.
But yeah, but if you're doing it from Invis.
Yeah. Now, Abaddon plus Skywrath is an interesting lane. It's a lot of slow, but they are against a Techies and a Wyvern, who also offer a lot of slow. This could be hard for Abba to actually start hitting.
I'll favor that Abba Skywrath for the first few levels, but I think long term the amount of harass that can come out from range from Techies Wyvern is probably going.
Yeah.
And also it's like
you can also just ignore the Abba and kill Skywrath pretty easily.
Exactly, because Techies is going to be able to outtrade the Skywrath most likely, because they're both doing a very similar, just get magic damage at each other, but Techies is going to easily win the white crit trades. And Wyvern can contribute by just throwing a single attack with the Arctic Burn from half the map. I will say this Faceless Void right now is off to a pretty good start, farm-wise.
Yep. It's equivalent to Mag, but
yeah, but much better than the Abba. Variance it. The Wyvern still has 3.
Yeah.
I said the Wyvern having
it's
right
for
now
63. Rusty dies? He just ate a bunch of spells. Couldn't get to level 2, so he just had to sit there and take damage.
I do think, well, obviously the Faceless got the first 2 waves pretty well. I do think this is the lane that could be problematic. I don't think you should be dying a lot, Faceless Void, but if we can eat a lot of damage, it's not really committal poke.
Heroic has a wand coming, which he desperately needs.
Mid lane. This Ring of Health becoming a pretty advantageous trade in terms of Spirit Breaker. Fighting Spirit Breaker ever. But and Shamrai's pretty low in the bot lane.
Received a work-related text at 10:30.
That's lovely.
That just says, "Thanks for all your hard work today."
Nice.
If you're getting a work-related text, that's a good one to get.
Yeah.
Could be your.
Oh, is Jeff gonna die here? Bottom? He's really low. Looks like get a kill. Oh, did you find a kill?
He's dead. He's dead.
Alright.
The Fox Shield does put in work.
Skyrath, I think
He's gonna. He's just.
Yeah, Skyrath.
He's
I mean, he was low anyway.
I get that, but I think it's been worthwhile to just stay alive and kill yourself to tower like 10 seconds later outside of experience.
Yeah,
It's giving Techies a solo experience, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Iraq needs to get some more regen.
I understand the thought process behind Bracer on Wyvern, but I actually still don't mind a null on this. You do burn through him.
Yeah.
And obviously you're missing out a little bit. You're missing out on 3 extra damage from it, but it's still pretty value. What do I know? A mag, on the other hand, double bracer, hell yeah.
He's soaking a lot of damage, but he's okay with it. Irok is also soaking damage. Is out of regen. Hope this courier has Tangos. It does.
Not too surprisingly, the Spirit Breaker is falling behind mid.
Yeah.
Not horribly, but...
Yeah, he's sacrificing a lot of his last hitting power with the sheer force of not being able to die. And sure enough, Irok drops. Use his stick and 18 more spells after. Just a lot of nuke. Getting incremental damage from the Empower just in the lane as well.
And I love Phoenix. I think that hero is still super powerful, but sometimes it's hard.
No, the lane is hard, and Faceless Void is not a hero that... It can do a lot of damage in lane, but you kind of, like... The way that you do so is you go on people, they use their spells to try to keep you away, and then you time walk. You can't do that in this lane at all. Okay.
Especially it's just Mag opting for the more Empower type build. You're not getting like bursts of damage you can time walk off. It's just a lot of consistent damage coming.
Yep.
Like there still is bursts. So if you're at half health, you can get bursted down instantly. But
blast off his bottom. Abaddon,
Abaddon.
low health, uses stickies, okay. Skywrath is taking the twin gate. He came top. Didn't really accomplish anything with it. All these heroes are pretty high health. Rusty going for Tranquils. There's a little bit of gold off of it. Tranquils is cool, lets him play a lot more aggressive. Irok is getting in a lot of damage. Rusty is AFK trying to get the,
I think if...
Dude, they could just fucking kill
I think
that
if Rusty
mag.
5 blood grenades here, just a dead mag.
Yeah, that's a bad TP, Tommy.
Yeah, that was definitely a pretty big missed opportunity. I mean, a bit like there's a bit of risk to it.
It could have been scary if he got
Oh,
lifted in
well,
the
now there's an Ember here. They're opting
yeah,
to kill
and
the
that
first.
Rubik is a very dodge. Unless no, he's ultra dead. Or unless
No,
there's a
it's just-
kill
it's
skill
just as everyone
out,
else does
which
the
I
mad
think
guy
just means
too.
guarantees you die.
Well, I think
Rusty,
Rusty...
he didn't swap aggro in time. Meanwhile, there's also Bloodbath bottom. Looks like Spirit Breaker showed up, and they killed the Techies and the Wyvern, who I believe tried to kill Skywrath. Were successful, and then it cost them their life.
6 heroes just died across the map.
Yep.
So not opting for...
Yep.
Like, opting for a stick next. Spirit Breaker is going to be pretty tanky, but it's not going to, like, it's going to run into some problems in terms of the map, and also is not going to have, like, that great a neck farming.
Yeah.
Abaddon
Abaddon is can, yeah. I think it's interesting. Slammin got a value point, a value Blightstone, not going for the corrosion, against a Vanguard Spirit Breaker. Like, it helps him kill like Skywrath and Rubik well, but like he could have just gone that. Is Slammin dead here? He's eating a lot of damage, and he's gonna drop with a right click or no?
Oh,
that should kill. Oh no!
Raindrop saved him.
That's big. And he's gonna go to Fountain and come back.
Alright, well I think... Although the Spirit Breaker does get a regen, so
Yeah.
not a whole lot lost on that.
Irok really lane now.
Not having a great time, yeah.
Also, Abaddon has recovered pretty significantly. He's on par with the Ember Spirit in terms of CS now. Actually better, he has 17 denies. It's not that big of a net worth lead, but you can see that WAP are off to a much better start than they had in game 1.
Flip over to net worth, it's all 3 cores on WAP are ahead of all 3 cores. And the supports are all kind of shuffled again.
Yeah, they've got the...
but it's a lot of minors.
Oh, that's an RP. It was one of the most RPs of all time.
Well, Haggis does.
Oh, he has
Blast off, and
out.
does retreat towards the team. Maybe things
Has TP, but it's not using it. He's trying to just get in some damage before he dies. Slammon's here, ready to fuck over these low armor supports. They Delta split.
Doesn't matter.
Rusty gets the kill. It's actually fairly easy to KS's Phoenix. Your hero shits out damage.
And at
You
long
deal
range
damage,
as well.
but a lot of it's DOT. So you're not going
It's DOT, but like unless Slammin is saving his slight for the purpose of Killstone, which he can't afford to do because he's most of the control with the slight chains.
That was just a rusty.
Imps is on cooldown.
I thought you were initially being sarcastic.
Oh,
Like,
he has Slammin's TP. He's now pretty low mana. Is Willman Beast gonna pick with his life now?
yeah, no, there's not enough mana on our stuff.
But I feel like the Spirit Breaker should try to do something. Okay, yeah, here he comes. Oh, he's out of mana now. Has a wand. Uses it. A little bit of mana back. Well, maybe yeah, that really did. Meanwhile, Samurai got silenced up by Curse of Avernus, but still alive.
This Abba's like a decent bit ahead net worth, but the main thing here is levels. Like,
Yep.
this Abba's like level 8 and a quarter.
2 levels ahead. Yeah, this Abba hero. Oh, he's going to Radiance. I think that's okay though.
Yeah,
if you're against Faceless Void, and I think it's fine to have a Radiance.
No, I like it.
Mhm.
Opting for
That used to be like the most core of items on Abaddon. I don't think it is anymore because you can now, if you want to play tempo, you can go Harpoon Manta, which is honestly much scarier than Radiance.
It is, but I think with the
Radiance is
Faceless
still
Void
good.
in this,
Yeah.
I don't hate it. Faceless Void, honestly, just being able to dodge a Wyvern like nothing to.
That too. Wyvern shouldn't be in range of it, but you still do have the
Just the
evasion.
passive.
Oh,
Oh, this
Wyvern
Wyvern
has
has a lot of
curse.
trouble.
it's gonna drop the Spiritbreaker coming in. However, a big blast off. Oh, Abaddon pops its ult. Faceless Void is here. Kind of half health, looking for something. Big Chronosphere. They're gonna try to bring down Abaddon, and they're successful. There's an egg.
Oh, that was.
Yeah,
Was that an RP? That was not the RP.
Yeah.
That was
been
that's
2 whiffed RPs now.
that's not even with curse. Like
Yeah. They're gonna have curse available. They can still do some really fun team fights. Is this chain's gonna latch? Wow.
that was a long ass chain.
Right at the max range. This Skyrath is still not level 6. I get he's a pause 5, but he's just begging for some solo XP. They need his damage badly this game. Very cool Chronosphere use. I'm surprised that they didn't catch any vision of that Faceless and back off, because that's what they needed to do. Net worth kind of swinging in the favor of Plinks now. It's a pretty small lead. But the big thing is that they delayed Abaddon's Radiance, because that's the hero is very timing dependent. And
Without items for this Radiance, until you get it, not gonna
you don't farm very well. Oh, Jeff is dead. With that level 6 came out. There's a burst.
I don't think this.
Nope. Nope. He's going for the Octarine next, which is the right choice. I think I would have been okay with the Shadow Blade. Oh, they're charging Faceless Void. Who use Time Walk. It's level 3. I think he's dead here.
No ultimate. Oh, the bad.
Yes.
Violence.
Yeah, he's very dead here. Abaddon doesn't do too much damage, but the silence is very good. Oh, meanwhile, they trade kills, they find the Skywrath.
Violence for 4.5 seconds. Load. A billion.
I think it's interesting how Spiritbreaker is like the highest net worth on his team. When Abaddon had a pretty free lane, I think Mag should be farming a lot more. But he has Echo Saber coming and is going for Blink next. He's not going for the immediate Harpoon. Oh. Charge cancelled. Rune is going to Slammin, who finds a DD.
It's not like this Spiritbreaker is getting a lot, like a basket.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of successful rotations.
Yeah, even if the slight dodges, you still need to get.
Again.
He does have ult. He's gonna drop it and reach for the silence.
Oh, okay.
And that's gonna be enough. Yeah. There's gonna be enough of that one. You have to mess up a lot of spells for that guy to get away. You know they're gonna push mid.
You notice the Skyra skill build?
There's another charge. On the creep and not a hero. Which could... Oh, Medic is here though.
Oh, another miss
Another
RP.
That's the third one! The, Slayman has an out. So they could actually lose some heroes here. If they're not careful.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage on that project.
Okay. He
Not
used
a great
both
remnant.
remnants.
Yeah, out of remnants, no one's going.
Yeah. It was a little scary though.
But I mean, that is
think-
RP for.
Yeah. I don't know if this mag player has experience playing the hero, but yeah, it's very easy to mess up that spell.
Yep.
You really need to get familiar with it. Even though it's flavor of the month, you still have to know how to use those spells. Alright, Skyrath is here. Might try to save the... It's not going to be quite enough damage, which means that they can get a return kill on Sky if they want, but they're backing out.
Have you
They do
noticed
have
the
Egg
Skyros
available.
game?
I think they could have used Egg. What was that?
You notice the Skyros skill? Just took a 3rd point in silence, but opted for a 2.
Interesting.
Yeah, they really need the silence.
No,
If you're
I
against
agree,
Ember
but if-
and Faceless. And Phoenix.
No, I definitely. Silence.
Ember finds a haste, is going straight for a BKB. Which is, I think, the right choice.
Irok has. Yeah, Irok finally has the Maelstrom.
Actually, I don't know. Like, the BKB is very good, but if you're against Spirit Breaker and Magnus, I think you want to get Kaya Sange.
Simultaneously, not having a dispel against Irath is after this game as well.
Yeah, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. I don't hate either. I just they're both good, but one provides damage.
Oh.
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 They're gonna kill this guy? Oh, he's very low health. They drop him, but that's a lot of TPs.
Stays
So
alive
he
long
should
enough.
get this kill.
I think it only is Skyrath.
He's alive. Yep.
Yeah,
And it's all.
afraid that Skyrath for that. Okay.
Yep. They will lose a mid tower. The tier 1 finally dropping for maybe they'll get a deny. They're out of range.
Octarine. Was completed opting looking like for an Octarine into the ad.
Yep.
Instead of the Shadow Boy.
I honestly, I would say Lincoln's is cool on Spirit Breaker because of Curse and or Atos, but that's all it's
like
good
it.
against. I really do too. I think he can't get spotted during charge.
Because like Ember has ways to stop it, Wyvern has ways to stop it. Faces technically.
What is Skyrath going? He's going for Glimmer and
Glimmer into 8.
yeah, that's pretty good.
I think kind of necessary when like
Mag.
die a bunch.
Yeah, Mag has his Blink Dagger, going for Harpoon next, which he'll have pretty soon.
Actually has a
Okay, are they gonna charge this guy? They get a quick silence. Never mind, the Skyrath is AFK. They get a lucky bench that will result in the kill.
Calculate.
I thought that Skyrath was playing RuneScape or something, because he did not react to that guy showing up at all.
So WAP off to like not a commanding lead. Pushing to have.
It's pretty decent. Abaddon has the Radiance, making some progress towards that Manta. And I don't want to say that Abba should rush this by any means, but getting an Axe would be very, very good.
It's not something I would generally want my Pause 1 Abba to build, but it is an insane game.
Yeah, if they can survive team fights,
Especially
they should just win overall.
Well, that's
And-
what Plinks have is team.
Yeah.
That is insane.
And yeah, and there isn't like any really big bursty spells on the side of Plinks either, because that's how you overcome the Ags, is that you just deal over damage. Yep, they use Nether Strike, which is a scary spell, which is also part of why I really like having Assange against Spirit Breaker. Gives you a lot more leeway with not just getting ulted. Irok going for Manta, which I don't know if I like. I think you should get the
The Spirit
BKB.
Breaker is opting for the shadow. They had the axe queued up first, but they're actually going.
Oh, Scion.
Was your MMR quest successful?
Yes, we got Jax to 6k,
Hell yeah.
Nice.
and I am now almost halfway to Divine 4.
Congrats.
Nice.
Alright,
Alright,
catch me
we have equivalent MMR then.
up- Yay! Catch me up on this game. What's happening? I see WAP is 6k
Yeah,
up.
they have a bit of a lead. Yeah, it's hard to say how this game will progress, but they're feeding a lot of crucial kills to the Spirit Breaker.
Spirit Breaker, Skywrath
Simon
combo are
King?
picking up a lot of people.
I think. Oh, he manages to dodge the charge, but he
They
gets a
overlap
lot
a lot of
they
stuns.
got stacked. But
Rubik gets out with the Stolen Remnant.
yep,
If Phoenix is silenced,
big kills.
I think
They
they'll be able to get the ult off if they want
I have
to.
not used Curse a single time this game. I just realized there's some other team fight coming out. Iraq, not finding anything yet.
This Skywrath's incredibly dead, but I
Yes.
think once again...
Charge coming in. You could have just chronoed him as he approached, but he didn't opt to do that. There's a
Mag
curse.
and
He catches the
Oh,
mag.
Stolen Curse, though, is even more impactful.
Oh no. That was a very cool curse,
And
and
the Phoenix goes down.
this is. That's a really bad fight.
You're
That's
going down without getting the chrono off is pretty bad.
a
Wow,
really
Plinks
big-
goes like, okay.
Yep. Another charge. Will they kill the Spear Breaker? Nope. Bash coming in.
More than
Triple
2
kill
kills,
on
but less
This
than
game
1 kill.
suddenly looks very hard. Ember is taping right back into where he died. Finds nothing. Will find Rubik, probably? Yep.
That
He
double
gets
lightning
2
proc.
mailbox, yeah.
Rubik and Bar played that fight really well.
Yes.
This
We're seeing the strength of that Octarine.
Yeah, this Spirit Breaker's been putting a lot of... And the Shadow
Almost
Blade
up
complete.
to mine, gain the rune.
Well, 15,
Was this
fixable
3 or
crystal.
4 Spirit Breaker?
2.
2.
2. Oh, that explains a
Yeah,
lot.
it's an Abapaz one, who is doing pretty fantastically.
It's doing work.
Yeah, I see he has finished a Radiance and he's a corner to go level the Manta.
Yeah. We almost got the net worth sandwich going on. If Rubik dropped a little bit of net worth, we would have the net worth sandwich. But yeah. There's a charge going in on Iraq. I don't think it'll get completed. Oh no, maybe it will.
I don't think it is his kill. It's gonna be an annoying.
Where's he going?
Walking away.
And
Oh.
you're just running out. He's just being annoying. But like that's still
That's a
a
lot.
win. Yeah, he's
Oh,
wasting
there's
like three wards out of the Phoenix.
There's 3 Lotuses in that pool.
Yeah, we'll see if these fights go a little differently once Ember has
Go,
beat.
go! F1 Spirit Breaker charging it again.
As a
They know- they should know where he is.
Oh, he's going mid. Never mind.
extra 20 moves to you on that Spirit Breaker.
Mhm. Now, I've been a little disappointed so far with the winner's curses. We saw only one, I think.
It wasn't a bad
And-
curse, but got instantly stolen, and stolen curse was like.
Yeah, the best curse was cast by the Rubik.
Yes.
To be fair, Rubik is a
Yeah.
lot better at casting curse than Wyvern is.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But
And like, I'm okay with the net worth that the Dire Heroes have because they don't farm particularly well except for Ember. But I don't know. I feel like
Dire
it's
should-
really.
Gale better.
I don't really like the. I really don't like this Manta on Faceless. I think he needed to just get a Lincoln's.
I think this free Skyrath shard they just got their hands on from the killing the what's it called?
Tormentor.
It's pretty good.
That actually may come in pretty big. Just
This-
dropping your ult early on, giving Skyrath accidentally like 20 armor. Like
This,
now you just don't die to like 2 slides.
Yeah, this shard is very much slept on.
Well, it's a very good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
my shield. Of
I
course,
want
it's
to watch this guy smash through the wave.
Yeah,
I hate
I
this
guess if they
Space
can give you
Hero
a
so
character
much.
Omega Strikers, they can give you a minor spell.
Yep. I don't really like this Manta Rush on Iraq, though. It's really only good against Skyrath, and Lincoln's would also do the job, so...
True. Actually,
also
I would
means you
prefer
can't
Link.
get-
It's just that way you can't get charged.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's good against the charge, good against the Nether Strike, which is the primary reason why he's dying, and also good against Ancient Seal. You have to commit so much just to kill the Void at that point that the rest of the heroes should do fine.
And I get it because Yasha's a few.
Also, if you're going Manta, it means you're not getting a Sange,
Well, they smoke
which
without
is
the
so
Ember
good.
because Ember is in the middle of Slight, so Ember won't be smoked for this. You'll see him. Honestly, that might be better because Ember might be juicy bait here. Oh, look at this lonely Ember. Hard
No.
to use. I say already used as if it's not a.
Yeah. One thing I don't like is that Mag is going for an Octarine now, which is...
Oh, Radiant's going for a Roche. They're halfway there. Roche is half dead.
Oh damn.
Yeah, Mag takes it pretty quickly, but they are looking to kill some vision. They silence up the Phoenix, and who is melting, does not get saved
Oh,
by...
they charged through the Faceless. Faceless loses almost half his health on accident.
Yeah.
This Wyvern silent forever.
They get a big RP. However, there's also a big Chrono Sphere hitting a Speaker and
I'd
has
say it's a big Chrono.
speed.
Chrono a lot of his teammates.
That's a big Winter's Curse though. Gets a kill on Mag, who has already cast all his spells. Slamming BKB up. No, it's actually about to end. I think he dies to the Abba here if he can catch up, which I think he will.
Oh, never mind. Good play.
Slight. The charges wear off. Gets 2 hits in. And they managed to disengage, but that's still going to be a Roche given up, because they did not lose any of their Roche damage.
And there's still a... Abba's, I think, going to be buried.
Yeah.
Abba's really close to finishing Basher, too.
Yep.
He's going to have his own stun.
I'm not sure what happened with the Chrono. I think he got hit by Fire Spirits, and his Manta, I believe, was on the Courier, so he couldn't purge it and get off any damage, but...
That also, he did end up Chrono, I think, 3 of his own team, with the Skywrath not being in the Chrono. So.
Yeah. It overall wasn't as bad as it could have been, but I don't know who else he could have hit. Hitting Spiritbreaker, I think, was a mistake.
They give the Aegis to the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, putting it on Abba is kind of strange. I kind of would still like it on Abba just because it lets him hit buildings.
You just park your Abaddon like right here on the high ground, and who cares?
At the end of the day, the person who gets Aegis should generally be the building hitter.
I will say, playing Spirit Breaker and stuff like that, when I have an Aegis, and I can go, you know, I may die for this, but I don't care anymore because I'm not actually dead.
I really don't like this Octarine on Magnus, though. I don't know any world in which you really want Octarine over Refresher. Yeah, because you can't really... I mean, so far the Chronos have been pretty ineffective, but you really don't want to let these heroes get off their ults.
Think how much more you can empower your Abaddon.
Yeah. If anything, if you're... You could probably get Lincoln's instead, if you're Mag.
Yeah, Lincoln's is really just a don't curse me button, but I don't think you hate that.
Yeah.
Although...
Because I think he's the only hero you really can curse. That's not a Skywrath or Rubik.
Yeah.
And they can just play far back, because they got the beefy lads in front.
Cursing a Bulldoze...
Cursing an Abba feels really bad. Abaddon has Basher, is going for a Swift Blink, which I think I like Overwhelming Blink still. No RP committed. There's a charge though, and they'll use Nether Strike. Pulling back, he gets his BKB off, and there's an RP.
RP almost whiffed.
Oh wait, will there be a curse now?
I think it's Jeff.
If he forced F and he I think he dies still. Oh, big charge is gonna find the Phoenix. However, there's no Nether Strike for 5 more seconds.
Max on top of the Wyvern's in not the grid.
They find Skywrath, that's a big kill. They might pop Aegis on Abba. Spearbreaker still coming in hot. But without Faceless Void, it's hard. Dire, if they want to stop bleeding kills, they need to smoke and start fights. Otherwise, it's just hold around the map.
Spearbreaker finishes Aghanims.
Destroy you if you're allowed to start the fight.
The cooldown on Charge of Darkness is now 5 seconds. Very cool, Gaben. Nether Strike is a 22-second cooldown.
I didn't realize they got it down.
Oh, there's another Nether Strike onto the Tuckies.
There's a charge!
Another charge, but he's kind of alone. Almost died.
No, the Mac died to the Chrono.
No.
Oh,
They're gonna find Rubik here. Abaddon. Oh. He almost dies to the Rubik mines. There's a big egg. And it's a big gold swing. And
Spearbreaker gets low and leaves.
yeah, he had Aegis, but he was
chasing the techies.
Yeah, they need Spirit Breaker to be finding Wyvern, finding Ember in order for these fights to go well. Instead, he chased techies and almost died for it.
Super impactful. It kept the Spirit Breaker distracted the entire fight. Although he's coming in hot right now.
Yeah, but he just kills the wave, but there's Catapult there. You know what, bottom, Skywrath gets spotted by Faceless. Can't go on that guy. And sure enough, Faceless is going for a Lincoln's. I think it's pretty necessary.
Skywrath does have an A on this. He's on his second use of it.
I do think ultimately someone on Dire needs a nullifier, and it should be Faceless.
Opting for the Kaya San and Kaya Yasha. They're breaking neck. Handle. I will say, I'm seeing a very disappointing lack of phase booting. Never mind. There we go. the Spirit Breaker is not using phase boots while charging. Hurts me a little.
I see buttons
Lack of
unpressed.
efficiencies.
Alright, so is Kayasha the item here for Spirit Breaker, or should it be a Disperser?
I don't remember what Disperser does.
I don't think.
Other than
Just
dispel.
good zoom.
Oh, I forget that it has a speed buff.
Okay, we did manage to collapse Matt. Matt dies. Simon is debating whether or not he wants to collapse in on this Skywrath. Tries to juke out. He's getting charge. It's gonna be a long while until that charge connects.
It is a long while. Coming in here at
You're right.
1,000 move speed.
No RP button. They're missing some of their damage. They do secure back silence. He uses a BKB but gets bashed!
Missed RP though.
The RP is- yeah.
Everyone laugh at Magnus. Still.
He had a remnant. Oh no, the remnant was back here. He didn't have any more remnants. He was dead no matter what happens there. Unless he was able to slight dodge
Oh, there we go. Use the phase boot.
something. Yeah. Yeah, this Space Cow here is bullshit.
I love it.
It really is.
Like I know it may be a little overtuned, but at least it makes for fun game.
I wouldn't call it fun.
You don't like Unga Bunga Caveman Dota?
I don't like killing every single fucking wave every 7 seconds.
Jeremy likes Unga Bunga.
Impossible to deal
That's
with.
his favorite Dota.
Having, what is it? The uptime on Bulldoze is 91%?
Yeah, it may as well be 100%.
Like,
Yeah, he's kind of
come the fuck
unstunnable.
on.
Kind of unstunnable.
Yeah, he's actually, like, someone... Okay, Techies is close to the Yules. They recognize this guy as a problem. But even then, odds are that Bulldoze will come back off cooldown. There's a big Atos. They're not... big blast off. Will this chrono hit? No, there's no chrono. They managed to kill Rusty, who buys back.
Oh.
They're chasing with Faceless. You don't want to chrono this Skywrath. He pops the A on this, however. Oh, Lincoln's popped. They lose sight of Lone Wolf. He tries to TP.
The Skywrath makes it okay. If the Skywrath makes it out here, a tragedy.
Yeah, but everyone, it's so hard to chase these Radiant heroes. They get out so fast. Rubik doesn't have a blink yet, it's a force, but it looked like there could have been a cool chrono opportunity, but it was a bit too hectic with the Nether Strike.
Oh, Ripper coming in hot.
Yep, just being a
Hey,
nuisance.
don't worry, it can charge again.
They spotted Rubik. Simon's going in, may get charged in a second here. Meanwhile, they try to go on Abba. Abba has the Blink Dagger now, which could be scary.
Yeah, just
Faceless has BKB queued up. I don't know if you about
I
this.
just realized Abba has.
It's okay.
It makes-
I would like Saint Shinyasha. They popped the Lincolns. Nether Strike's on cooldown. It's pretty short cooldown though.
It's Abba's.
He's pretty scary.
He has his own blink, so he doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
Anyone
and
dictating for him.
with him power on, this Abba's hitting for like almost 500.
I just noticed
Noticed.
Abba has no points in Mystical. He's dumping
Nope.
all of it into stats.
That's fine. Yeah. The miscoil doesn't do anything. The only instance in which you go miscoil is if you wanted to go Ags, which he doesn't need at all. I just don't like the Swift Blink. I think
I don't hate it.
I think Abyssal is necessary for you to lock down this.
I think I prefer the Abyssal, but if you're like, I don't.
I agree with Thomas. I don't think the Abba needs attack speed in this case. He just needs to be just an annoying hero right in the middle of a fight.
I also wouldn't mind a value point in miscoil just so that he can pop Lincolns on faces. But yeah.
Well, do you want to watch Spirit Breaker lose half his health in a second? Got clicked one time by Wyvern.
Oh yeah, and he's fine. There is a Lincoln's now on Wyvern. Even more reason to get that value point in miscoil.
Yeah,
It gets a little harder to do with these cores.
Lincoln on Faceless Void. The Lincoln's is being shipped out right now. Yeah, Lincoln's just finished on Ember Spirit, so all 3 cores have a Lincoln.
I do think it
go down.
You give it a bunch of roast
is crazy.
Grab Aegis.
They need to start hitting buildings. It's one thing that the team does not do particularly well.
So the Spirit Breaker is great. I can barely keep up with him.
I was gonna hero follow him.
Kayasha done. What is his next item?
You go as Silver Edge, just finish that up, or you just replace the wand with something?
I think you replace the wand.
Not like a crazy silver. Like Breaking Bash, okay, I guess, but.
I would like to see him probably get a Hex. Wind Waker's fine. I think Wind Waker's probably best.
Suppressor is not looking too bad here.
Honestly, I support this. How much damage can you do in a single instance of Crater Bash? Like, what is the max move speed you can make Spirit Breaker have?
The Suppressor is good.
I think I've seen 2,000.
Regardless of what item he wants next, someone on the Dire needs to get a Nullifier.
Also, the Spirit Breaker at 25, getting a... Yeah, you get the Bulldoze damage barrier talent when Bulldoze has a 9-second cooldown.
I don't think you ever take that over the Greater Bash.
I don't think you do either, but I didn't.
It is cool.
Talent.
It does make the entire. It does make you pretty tanky.
So you have a Nullifier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think also just having that much more Greater Bash.
Well, Dire's smoking up. 5-minute smoke.
Yeah, we're gonna see like a 45-minute BKB. No, he's pretty close to the BKB on Faceless.
Getting an
Smoke
extra,
pops on the Phoenix.
3 levels of Greater Bash.
Abba blinks in.
Good Glimmer is gonna keep Rusty alive. They're not gonna find anything else. No charge coming in.
I would like. Yeah, okay, good. Rusty does have a Wind Waker speed up. I like
Cancel.
that.
Yep.
I feel like we really haven't seen that like big combo come out from like recently.
No.
Like I feel like you almost could kind of just try to.
But on a 10, he does not have a Folic for a bit. Uses Manta instead.
I feel like you could almost just like try to force like kind of egg very aggressively and then chrono around it, but. Really
At the end of the day, they are a 3 melee core team against a Faceless Void, Wyvern, and Phoenix.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I feel like the fact that they have a 3 melee cores hasn't been that much of it. Like, it's been much less than one than I expected.
Yeah, that's because they haven't really been playing together too effectively. Okay, there's Abba ult. They use Eagles.
Forced out, still has Aegis, ult up to 45.
He's running at the speed of light.
Yeah.
Hello, kitten.
Hello.
This is a slur-free zone. Keep your slurs away. EKB is done on Faceless.
Michael struggles.
The Spirit Breaker is up to 4.5k net worth on it. I will say, with this Ags and Octarine core, this Lincoln's just lets you know the Spirit Breaker tried to charge you, but he can still charge you before the cooldown's off again.
Okay, what?
We are casting the game.
I think I have 0 viewers. So it doesn't really matter.
Hey, yo.
Alright, drop the slurs, drop the slurs.
Well, I mean, I can
Spirit
still definitely get my ass
breaker.
banned.
I don't know. I look at this void and I don't know how I feel about 3 defensive items: the Manta, Lincoln's, BKB.
I feel like if you don't have them, you just die. But I feel like you're gonna hit. You may hit a chrono, and it doesn't really like. You're like Killer Rubik.
Yeah.
I
Rubik's
think the
not gonna be in
Manta's
there.
a waste of. The Manta's a massive waste of money, in my honest opinion.
What would you have picked up instead?
Later Satanic, and he
Oh, that
needed a
charge is
fire.
huge,
Oh,
Tom.
this guy whiffs.
That was a 4-man charge.
2,
That's
3.
the reason why you need enough fire. There's a big egg though. He's picking it up and he's gonna get out. Good curse. Will they drop the Spirit Breaker? He's getting bashed. And he will drop, or no? He drops. And Abaddon has no ult. There's a buyback on Spirit Breaker. He's charging in on Matt. Big RP, however. They're gonna find Techius. No, he gets cursed. They might still have enough damage.
Spirit Breaker's almost back in the fight.
Oh, there's a really big time dilation. This Magnus is eating damage. Spirit Breaker's back in. He is, however,
This Adam's going down.
that's
Adam's going off. They bring down the Abaddon.
That could be dieback on Spirit Breaker.
Another strike.
On
Oh,
Spirit
that's,
Breaker.
Well, the big team fight came to fruition finally.
yeah, the buyback's bad. That's a so far 3k net worth swing. They do find another kill. Rubik gets out. Okay. All I'm gonna say is, if this mag had a refresher instead of a useless fucking Octarine, that fight looks a little different. Or just a BKB. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the lack of BKBs on, like, you don't want to build a BKB on Radiant this game just because it's first chrono and all that, but I think it is impacting pretty significantly.
He got off a good RP and got fire spirited. Like, Rusty actually saved that fight with just fire spirits. Both Spirit Breaker hit.
As a team, Radiant has 2 dispels, and they are Abba's Shield and Abba's Manta.
Yeah.
And so if
Don't-
you get
don't
if you
discount
get
the,
time, if you
the
get
Aeon
time
disc.
dilated, or you get hit by like fire spirits, or just simply Wyvern just clicking every hero at once, like they have no way to mitigate most of them.
The other fun thing about getting refresher on mag is that you can RP like 2 people. When you refresh, you can just hook the other people that were not in the
RP
and bring them into the second one. But I don't know. Like, I don't really see what the Octarine does at all there.
I do have to comment. I think it's I get why. But it's really funny seeing a Phoenix carry on a Titan Slip.
Yeah.
I still Magic of Chassis, so.
Irok listened to me through the void, and he has queued up a nullifier. He realized when he hit that Skyrath, who had an Aeon disc, that his item choices were fucked.
This is an incredible nullifier game.
Yep. He just needed it like 15 minutes ago.
Instead of the Manta.
Yeah. Manta only really deals with the
Yeah.
Ancient Seal.
Getting Glimmer, getting Aeon Disc, getting Bulldoze.
You can nullify off the Bulldoze from the Spirit Breaker too.
Like all those.
If this Manto is an SNY instead, he would be so much stronger, so much more of a problem.
Raiden smoked up looking for something. They just might be setting for Roche, but like Roche.
Yeah.
I actually like the Stormcrafter item choice on the Spirit Breaker. Like, speed, mana regen, and just passive damage.
It's a lot of move speed.
Like, you just go up in a fight and you're dealing like probably at this point 1,000 burst damage, origin damage.
Yeah. At the start of the patch, this thing was plus 25 movement speed and went all the way to 35.
Yeah.
It does so much. Also, extra, it's basically a free 200 damage nuke when you charge into.
Yeah, and if there's team fight happening, it's 2 people.
400 actually, because that's 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like you're moving at like Mach 7.
Yeah.
And also just this hero is.
And by the time you finish another strike, you get it off again.
Right now, the Spirit
Golf
Breaker is
looks-
on map permanently.
Valve is just setting up for Roche. Because it's nighttime, Taco Night.
Oh, these
He's gonna be on top side.
okay, those Spirit Breaker illusions are doing God's work. See how many techies mines they just walk through?
Yeah, they're a little tanky.
Still, it went from like a 22.
You went for
now
the
we're
quick
30 to
damage.
That's just burning his
Come
entire
on,
mana
you
pool
know you
to get
want
rid
to
of
blast
the
off in.
Right, Mag has got his BKB queued up. He could afford it now.
Yeah, this Spirit Breaker is 4k health.
Radiant is the sieging.
I'm looking at the.
Off hasn't gone back yet.
There's a BKB on Spirit Breaker now.
Yep. Yeah, he needs it. He should know that Yules and BKBs are coming into play soon.
I think it's definitely the correct choice, but I'm calling it
Yeah.
out. What did he drop? Did he pick up the just the wand?
Yeah, Swan.
Okay, yeah.
But he's now effectively. There's not much more he can improve beyond Silver Edge and maybe a Moon Shard
Yeah, and
at this
you
point.
can eat the Ags and get like I don't know,
Wind Waker.
or Wind Waker.
Wind Waker would be best. You can still get nullified, but they can't Yules you. You can save people who are cursed. It's good.
Yeah, Wind Waker.
Smoke up. Roche isn't up yet, but it's about to spawn.
Or it could be a displacer.
Did you guys win Sion?
Our enemy have forfeited
Oh,
this week.
wait, Roche just spawned as they walked in the pit.
Yep, they start taking it. Charge the Phoenix. How? Oh, did
BKB off.
chronoing? They did not chrono. Oh,
Oh, that's a better.
Comes up on the 3.
trying to kill the Mag,
Well-
but he's gonna get off RP. But nope.
Big.
Abaddon topped. Skyrath is dying. This is a very good looking
Stolen
fight.
Chrono.
And
Very good. Stolen
Also on
Chrono.
3.
really good stolen chrono. Smile.
But I mean, I don't think it matters. Abba wasn't
There's
able
no
to
fault
hit
in the
anything.
stolen chrono.
Versus
Ruby's gonna
Breaker.
die.
Killing spree.
Burger's
Double
just
kill.
hanging
And-
out on the top side.
They're gonna they have 2 heroes left. They should not be able to contest this Roche. They are nearby. Nope, he's just gonna charge out.
The Abaddon has turned off his Radiant so he doesn't get caught.
Yep.
Is he going for a steal? He's got seen right here off his ward.
Yeah, they know the Abba is.
Mhm. I think going for the Swift Blink was a massive grief. That I think Abyssal would have made a lot of difference there if he could have gotten it off from Rusty.
Harpoon. I think a Harpoon would have been good on the Abaddon too.
Also, whoever Yules that Spirit Breaker probably saved the fight. He didn't get off his BKB and
Okay.
use it right when he came down
There's
instead.
either Connor or that.
Also, Nullifier is done on Faceless.
Gotta say that
Aegis goes to Faceless, Refresher goes to Phoenix, and Cheese goes to the Ember.
I'm starting to think that that 3k lead, I think you're down if you're Radiant now. Team fights are
Yeah.
not going to get easier.
Win probability has swung. It was even when there was a 6k lead, but that 6k lead was like they had twice that lead earlier on, and it just got slashed with off of one bad fight. All right.
I thought it was 20k lead.
Spirit Breaker picks up an Arcane Rune. His
Maybe.
his charge goes down to 3.7 seconds.
It was
If he gets
yes, all right. It was as much as a 20.
he can legitimately charge another strike charge.
No, the most lead they had was about 14k.
I kind of want to see the Spirit Breaker. It has beyond permanent bulldoze. I want to see Spirit Breaker try to just like with this Arcane Rune do kind of because you can charge another strike charge somebody. That's a shit ton of chain stuff.
The
No, he's no
bottom.
fun.
Oh, Abaddon won for a Lincoln's?
There's 6k gold built up.
When did he get a Lincoln's?
Who?
Has he always had this? Abaddon.
No.
He just got it.
What's the Lincoln's for? For Curse?
I mean, that's literally the only thing it can block is Curse, or if you're the direct target of Splinter Blast.
Maybe the
Yules. You
Techie,
can
the
block
Yules
Yules
from
too.
Techies.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think it's an Abaddon you care that much.
I will say, at least with Lincoln's, for ABBA, it is still a weird hybrid damage item.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Abyssal would be way better. Alright, Ag's Blessing coming for Spirit Breaker now. We'll see what his final item should be. Nothing new on supports. Skywrath is trying to get an E-Blade, which is fun. I can't wait for this Skywrath to get his Aeon disc triggered on accident with just a fucking Spirit Breaker charging through.
Items that Samurai has right now. If you're not on top of this Wyvern, you're going to quickly just lose an outright damaging kite battle because Arctic Burn debuff.
Oh. Looks like they're not trying to siege with Aegis because, surprise, surprise, the split push between Abba Illusions and a Spirit Breaker is very hard to deal with.
Because if you get hit by, let's see, you have like a billion attack range with a Chanting Quiver and all that. You're slowed by over 50% and you're going to lose how much of your health? Like you're going to lose like at least a third of your health. Like getting clicked once and you won't be able to move. So, like, as these fights stretch out, this Wyvern's going to be insane. Like, if this River's on top of the Wyvern, I think it's hard.
Has Pike now.
It's hard to stay on top of the Wyvern.
A lot of health. A lot of damage. This hero gets very crazy in the late game.
Yeah.
And yeah, they don't have that many ways of popping that Lincolns.
You got Skywrath, you got Spirit Break.
Also, this Magnus hero has like not progressed like at all in the last 20 minutes beyond the BKB.
Like there's a strength blink and a pressure.
Hello.
Oh, Ember almost gets dropped. Would have done it if this guy had an Abyssal Blade instead of whatever the fuck Lincolns. Actually, would have been the easiest kill ever. But Simon's going for an Axe here, which isn't bad, but I honestly would like to see him also just get a Nullifier. TBH.
What does this Magnus slot in?
Or, you know, the Octarine, because that's not really doing anything.
It's not doing anything, but popping Refresher when you own an Octarine on your...
Wait, Ember... What the fuck? Ember is no longer queuing up a,
Ember is queuing up a secondary BKB.
Yes.
Let us know they no longer refresh. They no longer refresh durations.
I didn't realize Slammin was this poor comparatively.
Yeah, he's
like
died a lot. Okay, he's getting Hex.
Like I'm saying, if you look at Slammin versus Samurai's inventory, it looks like Samurai's doing way better, just because like you have
that hero should not have as much net worth as an Ember for sure.
Well, no, but like the Ember technically has higher net worth, but the fact that the Ember has a bottle and a smoke, basically, so two empty slots right now, just because Nightmare's so expensive. Also, is sitting on 5k gold. So is the Wyvern though.
Yeah, I think. Oh,
interesting. Top.
They're gonna find a kill on Rubik, which is a big pickoff.
Spirit Breaker. But he just runs away at Invis? You can't be
able. Rusty tried to get the dive in Wind Waker, but the Spirit Breaker was just too fast there.
The dive's on cooldown as well.
No, he dived to get in. He had Gem. He could have almost made it. Spirit Breaker closing in on Wind Waker. We'll have a soon.
Actually, he might die here.
Oh,
there's a big bundle. Use a Nullifier! Use a Nullifier! Use a Nullifier! E-Rock! Hello!
Use your what?
He has a Nullifier! That Spirit Breaker should have fucking died! Instead he just yules away. Oh my god.
But Spirit Breaker gets away with
yeah, but the thing is, if you kill Spirit Breaker, then you can actually push.
Yeah, good luck keeping you guys alive here.
No.
Double damage.
Passive Nullifier, man.
Oh,
did you guys get 2-0'd?
Oh, we won.
Did you?
That's pretty easy.
Are you fucking with me?
Easy 2-0.
Are you serious?
It's a iron push. No, necessary.
Okay, fuck off.
I just realized Face
Oh, coming through.
You did 2-0? Okay, sick.
Okay, there's a Windmaker.
Yeah, they needed that.
Do it again, because he's not using Nullifier. Use your Nullifier, Earlock. Hello.
The first
Almost
time
died to my
the
friends.
My girl
Whiffed
needs
RP.
dick tonight, guys. We need to win.
Who said
I would
that?
have fight back
Jenny.
for this.
Use your
Nice.
nullifier! Get this
I
motherfucker!
love
Use your
Dude, Jenny.
nullifier!
I love Denny.
Shut the fuck up, Michael! We're passing the game!
Mag's gonna fall. Sky's gonna fall.
There's
Both
a
of
new,
them
there's a new
fight back.
supernova out already.
It's not like I knew that.
Good game.
I think Plinks just wins.
Okay, thanks for telling me that now.
It just won.
Yeah,
That's the
a
longest sunray I've ever seen, though, coming out
Who's
from that
casting
Rubik.
the game?
Thomas and Boo
Mag finally buys back.
and me and Zion.
Sky buys back as well.
You are on
Okay.
stream right now, FYI. for everyone who's joining.
Getting nullified, the Spearbreaker! And never mind, he got. Oh well, he's still dead. I
Doesn't
think.
matter.
Oh, he almost gets out.
It does get out.
Thanks. Passive nullifier. I didn't want to have to say it, but he hasn't used it a single time since he's bought it. He has Chrono though. Will he use it? He should use it next time Spearbreaker goes in.
Oh, actually, that blast off was huge. Big.
Stolen curse.
No, actually.
Very lucky that Iraq did not get caught in that curse. Alright, there's a. Okay, he used it. And he's stunned. Use your nullifier! Oh my fucking god! Use. Oh my fucking god, Iraq. It is not just a stat stick. Oh well.
Pretty funny.
GG, well played. But holy shit, Iraq. Why did you buy this item? Woo! But kudos to Plinks of Golf for just clawing back.
The stat stick nullifier that somehow won it. That somehow ended the game for them.
Well, that's a way for it to end out. I feel like
Cool.
that was definitely
was a
a
real
rough
fun
game
game.
to win for like the first 30-40 minutes, and then I think there was a couple of bad fights, and then trying to the later you go against Stasis Void, Wyvern, Phoenix, like ain't gonna get easier.
At the end of the day, they had triple melee cores against that lineup. Like,
Hard to pull off
Yeah.
long term.
Yeah.
They definitely
Yeah.
had a big window. They had that. They won that
yeah. They did. I think the game should have just been. The way they were playing, I think the game should have been unlosable if they had a Medusa instead of an Abaddon.
I also think
Because-
that one Aegis that they had, that they gave to the Spirit Breaker, and then they like lost the fight horribly, and Spirit Breaker was the only hero that lived, and didn't even burn the Aegis. I feel like if that was on the Abba there, and they could just force objectives better with it, probably that may have sealed.
Yeah, that fight was completely won by shout out to Juicy Panda Dota for looking succulent and having his taser.
A delicious,
So that
juicy.
so he couldn't get killed by Spirit Breaker, and then the rest of the team just fucking died. But I'm curious what the damage numbers for these teams look like. Spirit Breaker did slightly more damage than Abaddon.
Wyvern did a
Magnus.
lot.
Wyvern did in fact do a lot. I'm curious. Oh no, I can't see the breakdowns. Yeah. Iraq, like, he had good chronos.
Not good nullifiers.
No. Wait, what nullifiers? I didn't see any nullifiers. But unsurprisingly, Techies did a fuck ton of damage. Rusty had some very good eggs, which was exacerbated by the fact that they picked another melee core.
I did really appreciate how Echo played. I think the Spirit Breaker
Mhm.
very effective. I just
Yeah.
think they just
It was.
and like I said, later you force into team fight hell that is the bottom 3 picks here.
Yep. I don't know. I think WAP could have sealed that game with a little bit better itemization. That just had a bit more utility and overcame the mass Lincoln's purchases that were being made.
I think
'Cause that did
definitely
present a
Octane
problem.
Mag hurt too. I think that was probably the singular.
Yeah. Octane on Mag was definitely hard, but he was already kind of just like a utility. He didn't need like damage items.
No, but I think
He needed
if that
ability or
that-
refresher.
I think
Yeah.
I got the refresher right.
hmm
If you doesn't matter if they have big team fight ults if you kill 1 or 2 of them before they get them off. So.
Yeah. The Swift Blink Rush was really weird. Like,
I'm-
really weird.
I'm gonna go ahead kill the stream.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Whoever did, all my alt scatters I had.
Bloggers.
I don't know.